What's up? We're going to let a few more people come up in here, y'all, before we get started. We're going to do a little roll call for all of our early birds. You know, we get a few people get in here early. Let's see if our regular people are in here. What's up? How y'all doing today? What's happening? What's happening? Share the live. Hit the hearts. Let's boost up that algorithm early. Let's boost it up. Let's boost it up. Samara Rhea, 92, what's happening? Good morning. Good morning. We're going to let a few more people come in because, you know, YouTube will have to send out their little notifications and stuff like they should. But Damaged Kisses in the house. You missed it yesterday, Damaged Kisses. We had fun yesterday. Malaria in the house. What's up? All my faithful ones. All my regular ones pop in. T-Rec, what's happening, family? What's going on, family? I'm in here waiting for everybody to come in. You know, this music got me vibrating on a higher frequency, man. We're gonna let a few more people come in and we're gonna get going, y'all. Malaria. It's my morning wake up, y'all. Wake that spirit up. Damaged Kids, I was out of town all weekend, but caught the, okay. Yeah. You know we working it. Listen, we got some cool stuff today, man. Today, I am doing an update of a story that I covered a while ago with the YouTuber from Las Vegas, which is, I know this guy, you know what I'm saying? So this is a update on that story. Time, what's up, brother? Brother Time is in the house. Blessings, family. Let me see. Who else? Let's see. Timothy, what's happening, Timothy? I know you've been busting your butt at work, man. To my moderator, CC, Cambodian Mystique, you know I always love you guys, man, when you come in here and you take care of business. Listen, you guys, this story is an update to the previous time that I talked about it, right? And of course, you know I was going to cover this story again because I am in Las Vegas and I knew this content creator. And not only that, another reason why I wanted to really do an update on this story is because you guys know the stuff that I went, and those of you that don't know, I went through some things here on the internet as well. So this story kind of hits close to home for me because number one, it's in Vegas. Number two, as a content creator, I dealt with similarities of people trying to come at me kind of crazy online. So I dealt with this. But not only that, I spoke to all content creators when it happened, and I really told content creators, you know, you guys need to figure out how to work out your differences. Samara said, we all learned a lesson from this. Never try to stop a man's money. True, Samara, Rhea, true. Sire, what's up, family? But it's even deeper than that. And let's go deeper than that. Because both of these YouTubers weren't really popular. They didn't have like 18,000 followers. I think Manny had like 8,000. So it wasn't like, you know, they said YouTube celebrity, the internet be saying, or the news. It's like these guys are still building their channels, right? So, I mean, my thing is if you had 100,000, we can possibly go into the YouTube celebrity thing and say, you know, content celebrity creator. But if you still working your way up, even at 50,000, okay, a lot of people know you. 20,000, okay, a lot of people know you. But 8,000, 5,000, 3,000 is still, that's not the world. That's not that many people, right? But let's go deeper. Hey, Brenda. I said Brenda. Brenda, what's up, Brenda? Good morning. Brother Chill, William Johnson said, I got to get with you on the side note. I bought the X good, the X desk to go with the SSL rack. Salute. Big ups to you for the plug on. Man, listen, brother, chill. You just got me excited, man, because I love it when my peoples all move with the same energy and getting the right gear, man. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. You hear my records, so you already know what's up. That quality, the SSL quality, you will never go wrong. Sire said, bro's got severe mental issues. Let me, listen, I want y'all to, Sire, I don't know if how long you've been on my channel, but for those of you that don't know, there was a threat made on my life online. The person that made the threat didn't even know me. Hey, and y'all know how y'all make fun of my hair? Listen, why my boy Eric Benet trying to bite my hairstyle, y'all? Why my boy, hold on, let's say on another note, why my boy Eric Benet trying to bite my curl down front, y'all? Like, real story. Y'all go look up Eric Benet. He wasn't wearing his little curl. Why Eric Benet trying to bite my swag? But y'all be making fun of me to the trollers. But you got my boy Eric Benet trying to rock my swag now. Y'all see what influence does? Yes, right, Eric. You bit my swag, family. You know you bit my swag. You wasn't rocking it like that. I just want to show y'all something. Hey, Samara Ray said, y'all better leave Stone alone. Yes. Coco Nudo, yes. Eric went and bit my swag. He wasn't rocking the curl down front. Y'all all know. He's trying to do it now, though. So what's up, brother Eric? Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for rocking the swag. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, people be on here making fun of Stone. But listen, obviously, somebody's impressed with the shit, right? Thank you, Shelly. Hair haters. Damage Kids say hair hit facts. Simple as that. Joran Michael said he is rocking it now. Nothing wrong with your look, Rockstar. Thank you, Joran. Thank you, family. Yes, he is. Sire said it's been said a long ago. I forgot what hair is. Listen, so let's get into this, y'all. Malar said, just be you, Stoney. I love the hair. I've always been unconditionally and unapologetic Stone Paxton. I will never change. Time says, Stone, when you're looking for something that has nothing to do with the Lord, first you are going to be confused in life and chasing something that doesn't mean nothing at all. Think about it. Absolutely. Facts. Laura Sandoval said they probably can't even grow hair. Yeah, those trolls is crazy. You look like a rock star, Stone. Thank you. Thank you. I live, eat, and breathe this music thing. Shelly, thank you. I eat, breathe. Yes, I'm a musician, Shelly Burke. Yes, I am. Recording artist, musician, and I work with a lot of cool people. So look, so now I don't know how many of you guys know, but when Angie Stone passed away, and I have to, and I hate to have to go back and relive this moment. Chris Hutchins say, Pax, you never got back to me after I returned the email. Chris, what did you send me? Did you send me a song? Did you send me a song, Chris, or did you email me on Stone Paxton, or did you email me in Instagram? And did you send me a song? I mean, I'm trying to, what did you send me, Brother Chris? And yeah, if you just sent me a regular email, then it'll go to junk mail. But you got to put in the subject line as well. Yeah, Shelly Burke. Yeah, I don't know what the laughing, Shelly Burke. I know you might be new to my channel, but let me disclaimer: don't come up in this motherfucker with your clowning ass shit. Whatever that laugh shit is, keep it up out this motherfucker, please. Unless we're laughing together. Silent Money said, "What's up, brothers and sisters? What's up, Silent Money Productions?" Oh, Chris, I'll get with you on that. Yeah, don't worry. I saw that one. I'll hit you back. Oh, gold penny. Oh, I remember that. That was a while ago. I'll hit you up and see what you're talking about. See if it's making sense, and then I'll, if it's making sense, I'll hit you up. If it ain't, it's got to make sense, you know what I'm saying? And then I think I said I wanted to connect you with my buddy, Amir, because they're always looking at investing and stuff. So give me a chance to look at it, and don't worry, I'll hit you back. Shelly said it was one of your monitors. What? It was one. It was one of your. Shelly Burke. I don't know what you're talking about. Arwell say Google says you're married. You married what? Google says I married Angie Stone. Are you sure about that? Google says no, Google couldn't have lied and said that. There's no way Google said I married Angie. Angie was like my sister. We weren't married. Chris Hutchins said, sorry about that, Yeps. You did. Yeah, I got you, Chris. Just do me a favor. Do me a missed email today. And just to remind me, subject line gold. Papu said, have you had any custom AI chat bots created for your business? No, I'm not interested in no AI, Papoose. I'm sorry. I know that you're probably trying to promote that. I'm not interested in no AI here. Okay, let's get into the story, you guys. I was talking to one of your, you was talking to one of my moderators, Shelly. Gotcha. Okay, so listen. So I don't know if any of you guys remember, for those of you that are new to my channel, when Angie Stone passed away, and I got to explain to you how it happened so you understand the series of situations, which is why I'm talking about the content creator that unlived to other one and how that could have possibly happened in any content creator's life and situations, right? So, and I'll talk about other content creators, things that are going on. She passed away. She mentioned my name. People were hitting me up trying to connect me to her on live feed, and I said, listen, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. So I did a series of videos, and it was titled Why Angie Stone Mentioned My Name, part 1 through 8. As I got to maybe 4 or 5 or 6, there was a particular content creator off of YouTube that attacked me and went into talking about how they would unlife me and get out in 12 hours. Said they weren't going to fight me, but they already had pow-powed somebody and got out in 12 hours. And they stated that they were going to do that to me. Now, mind you, I had never met this content creator. I'd never seen him in my life, never shook hands, never man to man, eye to eye, none of that. Sat down, had dinner. I'd never met this dude. At that time, I had not even spoken to that. To this day, we haven't had a phone conversation. But this person went on their channel, had people calling my phone, trying to dox me, do all kinds of weird shit. And I wasn't familiar with none of that YouTube shit at the time. Only thing I was familiar with YouTube was getting on my channel, and my channel was a music production channel. I wasn't into the black tea sector, talking shit about each other. I don't do none of that. I don't care about that. That, to me, that's not gonna turn your career into somebody by getting online, going back and forth with people. So I was never interested in doing that. But in going through the passing of Angie Stone, introduced me to a lot of things that I was not happy with, and that put me through a lot of stressful moments for about 3 to 4 months, at least a good 3 months. So this person said they were going to unlife me. Now, I want to show you something. The reason why we're talking about this YouTube content creator in Vegas that unlifed somebody is there's a story behind all this shit, because it starts exactly like what I'm saying. The exact way I'm telling y'all, somebody approached me with some drama. Manny and the Finney dude, they had a back and forth beef because of the internet, doxing each other, using each other's pictures. They was going back and forth with this shit. And with discipline, it takes a lot of discipline and controlling your ego not to go back and forth with this stuff. I want y'all to understand that. It takes discipline not to want to go back and forth with a person. If you have no self-discipline, you're going to go back and forth with a person, because that means you have no self-discipline. When I spoke of this Vegas thing the first time, I even had another YouTuber try to talk about me talking about it. You're goddamn right I'm going to talk about it, because as a YouTuber, you got to be responsible for your antics, whoever you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. You have to be responsible for your antics and the ways that you act. Because these things, and the person that was talking about me was like, Stone Paxton, he's talking about YouTuber, and that's what he gets. I never said that's what nobody gets. I said, whenever you do something, there's karma to it. Whenever you do something, there's a price to pay. That was created. They created the atmosphere. The price to pay for the bullshit was what happened. It's unfortunate that man and his fiance, his wife, lost their lives. I hate that. But when people push people up against the corner, some people don't deal with that shit that well. I am an exception because I'm a Buddhist and I meditate enough to learn how to deal with some of the shit I have to deal with. Not everybody can deal with the online pressure. Don Jens, what's up? What's up with the hair? What's up with you asking me? What's up with the hair? Y'all see what I'm saying? There's another monkey up in here asking me a stupid ass question. Okay, maybe that wasn't a stupid question. This person said, where's your salon sit? I definitely want that look. It's my own look. Eric Benet already trying to bite it. It's my own look. It's my own look, Don. Like all my life. I can show you other pictures. You'd be like, oh, okay. Stone's always been Stone. Don't ask me to stop being like that. Don Jens, you must have never been to my channel. So before you say stop being like that, watch your motherfucking mouth, or you can get the fuck up off my channel. Because you don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying. Do you understand what trolls are? If you were smart, you would know the reason why I'm acting like I'm acting, because I get trolls that's similar to how you come in saying stupid shit. Now, if you came in and say, hey, respect, young brother, you know, I want to know how to get my hair like, that's different. But you come in with some corny ass shit that sounds like you're trolling. So don't be upset with me if I say some shit to you that might sound like I'm being rude, but I'm not. All I'm saying to you, but then you came back correct. So accept it like that, or just get the fuck up out of here. I don't really give a fuck. Now, let's get back to my story. Cyrus says, Stone, you need to copyright. Yeah, I need, for real. That's something I am actually working on, because that shit's crazy. Don, you can be here or you can get blocked. It's up to you. I don't really give a fish nickel, to be honest. No, I'm not mean. Y'all see, now the motherfucker gonna say I'm mean. Why is it that when people come in and they troll, it's okay when they say shit, but as soon as I check people, I'm mean. You're a mean. Grow up, grown man. If you a grown man, grow up. Stop acting like a baby. I ain't mean. I'm just keeping it 100. Come up in here with some respect. Now, if you wanted me to respond to you the right way, all you had to do is come at me the right way. Now, let's get back to the shit I was talking about. Sire said, I think it's the same troll. It might be. The same troll creating different accounts to troll. The frequency of trolling is abdominal. Yeah. Well, that troll gonna be blocked in a minute if they keep that fucking shit going, Mr. Troll motherfucker, you. TH for life. What's up, family? Okay, let me get back to the story, y'all. Sorry. Before I was rudely interrupted by the troll that's pretending not to be a troll. So, content creators, I talked about the situation that happened in Vegas because I know the Manny dude. And the Manny dude, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know the Fendi, the Great, I didn't know him. He's from Arizona, but I know the Manny guy. And all I could tell you is what I know. Your mama talk too much. Alarise Morris, your mama talk too much. Tell her to shut the fuck up and get off my channel. Goodbye. Block Alarise. You talk too much. You're lucky I didn't say something else. Get the fuck off my channel. Now, we're back. So, once again, this content creator created this atmosphere that I could have taken another direction. Yeah, I blocked him, Samurai. Thank you. My people blocked him. Well, we're going to block, go ahead and block Alarise Morris. Get her the fuck up out of there. Whoever, that's a weird ass fucking name anyway. Alarise Morris. Who calls a child Alarise, motherfucker, you? Anyway, sorry. So let's get back into it. So when you create this atmosphere as a content creator, that shit can come back and bite you. Now, I could have easily hopped on the airplane, went to Texas, and tried to solidify this situation going back and forth with this dude. I could have easily went back and forth, said something, tried to dox that person. That's not what I do. But what I did say to that person is, hey, man, listen, you making threats to me? I could file some paperwork with Homeland Security and shut that shit down quick. And there is no expiration date on that, by the way. When you make threats to people online, there's never an expiration date because of how the law was set up. I could go file that motherfucker tomorrow if I wanted to. But you know what I did? Instead, I said to him, the captain goes down with the ship. Wait, 81. What? Give me a little bit more in depth on what you're trying to say. I'm with you, but you know, Rock with me. I need, give me some more of what you're saying, family, please. So, I didn't go back and forth with this guy. When the guy made threats about what he would do to me, I said, listen, let's get in the ring in Vegas. I'll talk to Floyd Mayweather. I'll talk to my other peeps. Let's get in the ring like men. Let the best man win. You think you tough. You think you can do this and that to me. Let's get in the ring. And I kept asking him, let's get in the ring and let's do it for charity. I'll give my money to Angie's family. You give your money. You can keep your money if you want. You want to make some real money? You think you make money on YouTube? Let's take this to the ring. Content creator, let's take it to the ring. And I'll bring other content creators that have beefs with each other. We'll make this a big event in Vegas. Morocco, Freeman, what's up, family? Hi from Morocco. Man, I love Morocco. Freeman, thank you for stopping into the channel. Hopefully you subscribe and become a member. I appreciate it, brother. I'm always looking to have new people come in. And Morocco, man, is a beautiful place, family. Thank you. So I could have taken my beef with that content creator because they ignited a beef with me. I didn't start anything with that content creator. I didn't know. Brother Anthony, what's happening? Anthony Edwards in the house. Welcome, family. Thank you for stopping in. I don't know if you're new to my channel, but if you are, please subscribe. Freeman, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. I love to have you here all the time. So I didn't create a beef with that content creator, right? Instead, I called that content creator out. Coco said, I recall the offer to that stone. Y'all remember that? William Johnson, thank you for the, what? William, what? Yo. Come on, Chill say that's for the plug, fam. I'm not just out here gathering info and not showing it. Brother Chill, let me tell you something. Brother Chill didn't kill the game. In one time, he's my highest donator in super chats all at once. Nobody's ever donated $99.99 at one time. Usually Scorpio be coming in here. She'll 50. Brother Chill just killed the game. Brother Chill, thank you. I appreciate you for that, brother. It allows me to continue to keep my channel moving and going. You are appreciated, family. You are truly appreciated. Silent Money Production said, you guys hit the hearts, you guys. Let's boost that algorithm up. Hit those hearts. Silent Money says, Stone is missing 41 likes. Come on, y'all. Silent Money said I'm missing 41 likes. Come on, guys, man. Hit the likes, man. It costs nothing to hit the likes. If you're not giving me a super chat, please hit the likes and the hearts. That's all I'm asking. Delicap 1, what's up, family? Please hit the likes. I'm in here working, y'all, but I'm working out of love, man. At least hit the likes. It's not going to hurt you guys. It don't even hurt the fingers that must keep hitting the hearts. Take a break, hit them again. Take a break, hit them again. So instead of me going back and forth with this other content creator, I decided to say, hey, man, let's get in the ring. And I said, and I'm not going to stop talking about it until you get in the ring. I went to the gym that my boy owns, and I stood in the ring, and I did a shorts saying, here we are, my man. This is where we're going to do the event. So either you stop talking shit about me or let's get in the ring. There's no in-between about it. We ain't going to do no Vegas YouTube tragic shit. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to get in the ring. Let's get in the ring. Now, you have other content creators on YouTube going through the same shit. DJ Groomy James said, did you paint the picture behind you or did you just buy it? It still looks really cool. I bought that. Isn't that a cool picture? It caught my eye the first day I saw it. I said, man, now I do paintings like this. I am an abstract painter. I do paintings like this. I love abstract. So this person never took my offer, but they left me alone, which I'm okay with. But I still would like to do the Vegas content creators beef for the sake of now the community, so we can create a place for other content creators when they have issues. Like now you got women on YouTube that have issues, right? And it's tough. When you behind this camera, it's easy to pretend to be tough. Behind this camera, anybody can be tough. Understand that. Behind this camera, we can act as tough as we want. I can say whatever. But when you get in front of a person, you got to throw them hands up and get in that ring. Chef Banner in house. When you got to get in that ring, hit those hearts, you guys. I should be seeing more hearts, y'all. I should be seeing way more hearts. Let's keep that algorithm boosted up. When it's time to get in that ring, see, anybody can talk crap. Think about this. Anybody can get on here and talk crap and say, be the toughest dude in the world. But let me tell you something. Merrily, what's up? I always tell people if you ain't never been touched with them hands, then you don't know the feeling what it's like to get touched with them hands. So if you ain't never been touched with them hands, more than likely you don't even know how to throw them hands. That's the real truth. If you ain't never been touched by them and know the feeling of getting touched by them hands or feet or both, then you don't know how to throw them hands. So don't be on YouTube acting tough. Work your situation out, because what happened in Vegas can happen again and has happened before this one. Because some content creators are going to get caught up in their egos and they are not going to stop. Timothy said, got to get ready for work. Y'all, hey, Brother Timothy, be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe. All right, and I got you. I'm going to donate to that fund, too, for that scooter. So I decided not. So let's get into reading this, you guys. Let's get into the story. Prosecutors will seek death penalty in Las Vegas murders, streamed on YouTube. Here it is. The man accused of shooting and killing a rival YouTuber and that man's wife in a video streamlined from the Las Vegas Strip will face the death penalty. Should a jury convict him, Channel 8 News now investigates have learned. Manuel Manny, cool guy, I met him. He's always a cool dude. Manuel Manny Ruiz, I wish he hadn't done that. 41, also known as Sin City Manny, is accused of shooting and unlifing Rodney Finley. 44, also known as Finney the Legend, and his wife, Tanisha Finley, 43, near the Bellagio Fountains on June the 8th. In court 2 weeks ago, Ruiz remained his innocence and maintained his innocence. And prosecutors announced Ruiz could face the death penalty. Since then, a death review committee within the Clark County District Attorney's Office determined the prosecutors will seek the death penalty if a jury convicts him. He's hanging on by a shoestring, you guys. Nevada law requires prosecutors to cite aggravated circumstances when seeking death. Prosecuting cites the deaths of Finley in a great risk of deaths. No others in making. There's no others like this in the making, they say. So look, here it is. Earlier this month, a Clark County grand jury voted that they would indict Ruiz on 2 counts of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Ruiz has yet to make a formal plea in court. The June confrontation stemmed from a beef between 2 YouTubers, streamers, police said. Ruiz later turned himself into the Henderson police and told detectives he acted in self-defense. He should have turned himself in right then on the spot, if it's really self-defense. That's just me saying. During a previous court hearing, the public defender said that there were 4 terabytes of discovery. The prosecutors will announce their decision during Ruiz's next court appearance. Now, I don't know if they're going to accept the self-defense only because he left the scene. That's what I'm thinking. He left the scene. Ruiz's next court appearance on Monday, August the 4th. Ruiz was expected to enter a plea at the hearing. While Nevada has the death penalty, the state has not put a person to death since 2006. Murder cases in Nevada often end in plea deals and no trial, which results in life sentence without parole. If he's lucky, he'll just get life. If he's lucky. Now, I'm sure Finley's family wants to see full speed justice. I'm sure. Finney the Legend, I'm sure his family wants to see a full speed justice. They probably want the electric chair. They probably want the gas chamber. They probably want the maximum sentencing that he can get. I'm sure they're not going to be happy if he gets off. Could this have been avoided? YouTubers, all my content creators that are watching this, all of my content creators that are my friends, and we're cool, that are watching this, could this have been avoided? All the content creators that talk shit about me, that don't even know me, that be throwing my name in their little videos for views, thinking that's going to keep them relevant because you want me to come back and say something about you and say your name. I ain't doing it. It ain't happening, motherfucker. You can say my name until you're blue. I will never mention your name again. And you guys know who you are. I will never mention your name again. You see, sometimes discipline is something that if you haven't learned it, you probably need to visit frequently. And you probably need to study discipline and meditation and learning how to control yourself. Because once again, the shit we saw here can happen in any city, any place. Doesn't matter where you at. Some people will come where you at and come get you. It don't matter. There's nobody. We've seen presidents unlifed. This is what people don't understand. We have seen presidents who are fully protected, unalived. So what makes a YouTuber think they're special and that a person can't get to them if they really, really want to and desire to? You gotta be smart. Sometimes you gotta pick and choose your fights, folks. Sometimes it's better to walk away and live another day. Sometimes it's better to just let people run their mouth and eventually they'll get tired of running their mouth. Coco said self-control. Absolutely, Coco. African Americans and Hispanics, we're caught up in respect. This is one of our biggest problems. Marilee said absolutely could have been avoided, but clout chasing is the new crack. I'm writing about it now. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely the new crack. Marilee Mill said, 6441 said, clout chasing is the new crack. It is. How hard is it to say, I'm going to shut my motherfucking mouth and leave people the hell alone? How hard is it to say, you know what, you win. I ain't got no point to prove. TLH for life said, it's 100%. It can be avoided. Yes, it can. That situation in Vegas, I wish I could have got to Manny and talked to him before this happened. I would have said, look, I'm trying to put together this content creators beat. Bro, will you guys get in the ring? That's what I would have said to him. Man, please, can y'all get in the ring? And I know Manny would have said, yeah, Stone, let's do it. When all the shit talking gets done, what is the point for people that have beefs with each other? Y'all beefing over pictures. I understand copywritten pictures. I get it. But y'all beefing, think about what you beefing over. Pictures, what they said about you, this person posting your phone number. Listen, that particular person was doxing me. He had people calling me and shit. But I was smart enough not to answer my phone because I don't answer my phone any motherfucking way. Unless I know you. This person, this particular guy I'm talking about, my name 3 Boris said, cooler heads prevail is a timeless saying for a reason. Absolutely. My name 3 Boris, you're 100% correct. Cooler heads prevail is a timeless saying for a reason. Absolutely. I could have clowned, y'all. Listen, my cousin has one of the biggest record labels in Texas. I could have clowned and done some crazy stuff, right? I could have reached out to my cousin and said, listen, I got a situation. I could easily. I have many people hit me up saying, yo, you good? I wasn't trying to go that route. Mystique said, I don't answer my phone. Good one. Yeah, I don't answer my phone. If I don't know you, the phone could ring 100 million times. If I don't expect a call from you or it's not a text, you're not going to get an answer. You can call until your heart is blue. So this particular content creator he was calling me on live. He had people calling me on live. They were trying to ambush me and get me on the phone. I'm sharp. You can't just play those kind of games with me. First of all, I operate in the 5th dimension. So I see shit before it comes. I feel shit before it comes. I'm always operating in the 5th dimension. That's how I've stayed out of trouble. How you think I've stayed out of trouble with 6 brothers that was caught up in gangs and all kinds of stuff? I've always operated in the 5th dimension, even when I was a young dude. Yak Diesel, what's up, family? Oh, Yak, I'm going to hit you back, family. I saw your message. I'm going to hit you back in Instagram and send my number to you so we can chop it up. When I get off the live, I'll make sure I do it today. You see, my discipline has been my greatest asset. My ability to say to people, you know what? You're right. All right, see you later. My ability to cut off any negativity out of my life. My ability to walk away from things that I know could turn into something worse. I'm smart. I'm the bigger person because I was able to do it all of my life. Bung with third eyes. Yes. Facts. Facts. Van Ann, come on now. You know me. TH for Life said, I said that too. See, there's power in controlling you. When you cannot control and discipline yourself, then you're in fucking trouble. You've already lost before you have won. Jacob Santino, get the fuck up out of my live with that corny ass fucking bullshit. You's a corny motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of here with that stupid shit. God damn it. Where do you guys come from? Just some corny ass shit. And I mean, y'all don't even be saying shit that's interesting. You just say the corniest shit when you come up in there. Don't come up in here trolling my shit. Bill Pocket said, people can't stand the truth anymore about them. Yeah, exactly. As soon as, listen, and what I notice is as soon as a person they start trolling each other or doxing each other, as soon as somebody says something that person don't like, they dox them. As soon as that one say they dox them, then all of a sudden their whole channel is dedicated to talking shit about each other every day, all day. 5 minutes of fame for a lifetime in a cage. Wow, never mind, I'll pass. Rick, go fuck yourself. Take 5 minutes of fame and shove it up your ass. How about that? And goodbye. Block that stupid motherfucker. Summer Ray said, I feel bad for all the children involved in this case. Me too. You know, for Finney's, the legend, if they had kids, their family, I mean, it's terrible. Everybody lost. Everybody lost. Manny, Penny's family, Manny's life has changed. They're gone. Exactly. Hey, I like that. Bill Pocket said, bye, Slick Rick. Exactly. Slick motherfucker trying to come slide up in it with that bullshit. Benny and Bubbly. Yo, CJ the cat, what's up? CJ, come up in there with respect now. Don't come up in there clowning. How you doing? I hope you're coming up in there right. Kid Diddy Hop said, can you do 20? Kid Diddy Hop. You can, so get down there and do 20 push-ups and get the fuck up out of my live with that childish high school shit. All right? Don't play up in this motherfucker, young man. We ain't playing up in here. Brother Chill said, William Johnson said, I just don't get YouTube beefs enough. It's enough fans and money for, exactly. Like, what's the point? It's kind of like the other day when the young lady came on the live, Sadai came and said, I was at a party in Philly. Sadai said, Stone, do you live in Philly? I said, no. She said, oh, that's weird. She said, because I was at a party and Jag was talking about you. So I said, Jag who? She said, Jaguar, right? I'm like, for what? Jag, why in the fuck are you even mentioning my name? Time 188 said, Stone, love on the dance floor. That's my, did you go download it, Brother Time? Hey, is that not a beautiful song? The Vibe, Alan from Troop did his thing on the record with me. Bill Pocket, Cambodia in the house. That's right, Cambodia in the house. Hey, Bill Pocket, thank you. Where you from, family? Samurai say, Stone, what was really reason he did that? Okay, you talking about to me, what happened to me, or what happened to the person in Vegas, the YouTuber on life? And are you talking about what the person did to me, the online person that did that to me? Lyrical Child said, those trolls are, yeah. Hey, family, they get on my damn nerve. They get on my nerve. Bill Pocket said, this is amen. This is amen, brother. Nashville's in my home. Oh, Nashville. Okay, gotcha, family. I love Nashville. I got a lot of friends in Nashville, too. So here's my thing. As a content creator, I'm asking the ones that like talking shit about Stone, they're going to see this. So I'm going to say to the ones that like using my name, and y'all know who I'm talking about, the obvious ones. They can't do a video without mentioning my name, some of them, couple of them. It's like somewhere along the line, my name is somehow going to come up, but it's never going to, if you pay attention to what they say, it never makes sense when they mention my name. They'll just grab some shit out of the sky. Yeah, Stone Paxton, and he thinks he's this, and he says this. And shit don't even make sense. Because what Stone Paxton is trying to do is make peace within the community of YouTubers. What Stone Paxton is trying to do is make YouTubers understand to be conscious about the shit they start. Ram Richards said this is a generation of trolls. Ram Richards way too much, but it is. That is like the new thing now. Felicia Matthews said, hi, Stone and Moss. Felicia, it's so good to see you in here. Summer Ray said, why did dude unalive that couple? I heard some. They were going, it was literally simple as this. Summer Ray, a back and forth doxing each other. You took this, you took mine. You know, they was beefing over who was really like the Las Vegas, did like the best Las Vegas content, who was like really the Las Vegas content creator person. They were beefing over that, the property of Las Vegas content creator, like the notoriety for that. Who was first? And we know who was first. But my point is there was back and forth. And then words were said. This person would dox that person. They strike their channel. It was the same shit we see. The same shit that happens on YouTube all the time. But I don't know. My thing is, it's time to figure out a better way to handle this shit. And I say get the fuck in the ring. It don't matter how tough the women on YouTube think they are. Cherry P13, what's up, my stoner? It doesn't matter how tough the women on YouTube think they are. Oh, they be talking, some of them be talking shit. I've seen it. I've went through several channels when they have beefs, and some of them be talking. See, I whoop that, let me see, I do this. You ain't gonna do shit. Get in the ring and do it. Get in the ring and all that same energy, put that in. Y'all two, get in the ring and work that shit out. All the doxing and throwing pictures up and calling people and trying to find out if calling their family. And I'm going to call the family. I'm going to call the sister. I'm going to call the uncle. I talk to your uncle. I talk to your cousin. Listen to what you doing, man. Listen to that shit. Look at that shit. Like, that shit is corny as fuck. Time said, yes, I downloaded it and listened to Stone Paxton. I am definitely going to listen. Yeah, listen, all of the records, Brother Time, they're timeless. There we go. Brother Time, all my records are timeless. Thank you for downloading it, brother. I really appreciate you for that. Please share it with your family. Bill Pocket said, back to work. Love y'all. Bill, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Yak Diesel said, it's insane to fight over something that's not tangible, over a virtual world where you can reinvent when it doesn't work out. If it's psychological. Have y'all thought about this? These YouTube beefs? That's some psychological shit. You beefing with somebody that you ain't never fucking met. And you probably ain't never gonna meet them. Thank you, Brother Bill. Other cultures are not beefing with each other. Ram Richards said, I noticed that. I pay attention to YouTube and I'm noticing the black sector is off the hook. Time said, yes, sir. What time? Yeah, you just gave me. Now I'm going to start saying that. Timeless. Think about this. It's like me beefing with somebody that comes on here as a troll. And every day, now I'm mad at him. I'm looking for that troll. I don't even know him. I say what I got to say to him and block him. You don't even know the person. Y'all, look, when you go to bed and wake up, it's going to be the same thing. It's not going to change. People are losing their lives over YouTube. And then y'all want to come and talk about Stone like what I'm saying is bad. No, what it is, you don't want to be held accountable. So when you hear me speak, you know what I'm saying is making sense. So you take what I say and you try to twist it with your audience and make it look like, oh, Stone just talking shit. No, I'm not. When you wake up and go to sleep, that same way you feel, it's going to be the same way you feel. But it's not bothering that person. That person is in a whole nother country, state, borough, region, or whatever. You're losing energy and time over beefing with somebody on YouTube that could possibly turn to something very bad. Some people is really crazy in the head. Samaria says on these YouTube streets. No, some of them are mental. I think a lot of these folks is on meds or they haven't been properly diagnosed. Gringo Camel say, what's the message? What's up, brother? We're talking about the YouTuber in Vegas that unlifed the other YouTuber. Now, I knew the YouTuber Manny, and I'm telling people he was a cool dude. Like, I can only tell you what I know. He was a cool dude. That's why it bothers me that this happened. He didn't think before he did it, but I wish I could have gotten to him and that other guy and said, let's do a YouTube beef battle in the ring, y'all. Let's take it to the ring. Let the best man win. So y'all don't have to go to that next level. When people have lost their lives over a beef, then we got a problem. When people have lost their lives over this damn computer, if you think about it, people are losing their lives over this computer. Low vibration beef in all major cities. Yes, very low. They're vibrating from the waist down. Period. Now, I understand if somebody starts a beef with a person and you got to confront it. Like I confronted somebody trying to create a beef with me and I ended it. Because I'm like, why? Why would you? I don't even fucking know you. So it made sense to me. I had to make sense of it. Like, bro, I don't even know you. Let's get in the ring. And that ended it. Because if he was about that life for real, he would have just went in and said, Stone, let's get in the ring. Yeah, you right. I'm going to meet you head to head in the ring. They know. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck up off my channel. You corny as fuck too. You ain't even making no motherfucking sense, you dumb piece of shit. We going to remember that name because you's a dummy. And dummies say exactly what you say, you piece of shit. Fuck up out my channel with that bullshit. That's what I mean. It's dummies like that. They sitting behind their computer. You know you can get in the ring too. Oh, you welcome. Hey, they know you can get in the ring with me too. Whenever you're ready. Show your face. Come on my live. We'll set up a day. You can come to Vegas and you can get in the ring and spar with me all day long. That counts for you too, motherfucker. Any of you motherfuckers that's on here trying to keep up the mess with this YouTube shit. We can get in the ring because I know you ain't going to get in the ring. See, that's how us grown folks handle stuff. You do all the shit talking like you tough on people and you going to whoop people's butt and you going to do this and unlike them. Get in the motherfucking ring with people. Stop all that bullshit. Arta Effects TR13, I hope I'm saying it right, .OC said, they scary, big dog. Yes, family, listen, they are. And that's why they can do all this troll stuff and they can talk all the big shit online with each other, beefing with content creators, but none of them want. I love to see the women get in the ring. Samaria said, I'm getting upset at these trolls. You guys are complete losers. Yeah, and they come in here at Samaria and they do this every day. Brother Chill, William Johnson said, the foolish behavior can cause YouTube to do a reevaluation of everything and make it harder to get your money from some people. That is their lifeline. Exactly. So what's going to happen is in the future, YouTube is going to change their policies and rules are going to be stricter. It's going to be harder for new content creators to be able to get channels. And then it could possibly affect the finances of the current ones. Or altogether, they just need to take the drama ones off YouTube altogether. Cherry P13 said they don't think you fight because you're a singer. Yeah, let me tell you something. All the R&B singers was the real gangsters back in the day. That's what they, Sam Cooke, I can keep going. All the R&B singers had hands and was the real gangsters. Don't get it twisted. I'll be telling people, don't get R&B singers twisted. Y'all got R&B singers twisted. Just because they take care of themselves and their hair look good and they dress nice, y'all think that shit means something. You can be surprised if you want. You can be surprised if you want and find out. What they say, fuck around and find out. That's my first time saying that shit, but I get it now. Fuck around and find out. That's what they say now. Take that shit to the ring, content creators. All that shit talking to each other don't mean nothing. TH4 for Life said no, but you competed in martial arts and you were in yes, and I still fight 2 to 4 times a year. TLH for Life, I still fight 2 to 4 times a year. Even as a OG, I still fight. I keep myself trained because we never know when we have to defend ourselves. Lyrical Child says, Stone, trust, they don't know. Lyrical Child, they don't. And I love the surprise of the element because let me tell you something. There's been times that I've had to spar with people and they've been more than excited about sparring with me by looking at me. And then once I throw one kick or one hit, they take the gloves off. Like, man, that kick hurt. Or man, you hit me too hard. And I'm like, bro, we just sparring. Yak Diesel say you got to have thick skin in the music business. Yes, you do. There ain't no punks in this game. Marilyn Monroe said, bro, don't sleep on your singers. It takes a lot to bear your soul in front of people. Absolutely. Oh, Seaway. Hey, hold on. That's my boy Seaway. Listen. Let me tell y'all something. I can say this because Seaway, out of everybody on here, Seaway is one of the brothers on here that's known me a long time. But I'm going to tell you something. He understands what I'm saying because he was also underestimated too. But he comes from a place where he had to always keep them hands up and know how to use them hands. So he went through stuff where people underestimated him too through the years until he stung them. That's a pow. That's a cow. It's a dow. And they're like, ooh, wee. I'm just telling you, man. Javon, I knew it was you. Javon say, I don't know why my name is not. Yeah, that's weird. It says Lyrical Child. Cherry P13 said the prank called Keith Sweat, and he wasn't a crooner on the other line anymore. Laughing a lot. He was calm while cursing. Oh, the prank person called Keith Sweat. Listen, Keith Sweat cool, but Keith Sweat don't play. Stop messing with Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat don't play. Here's the thing, content creators. What is your next step? What is your action and plan in the future? Are you going to keep creating beasts with the next person that come along? Is this just the way you operate your channel? Is this just the thing you do? You clout chasing the clout chase people. Is that what this is about? You built your channel off of just starting shit with people, and that's your motivation? Well, let me tell you something. You're in for a rude awakening because what goes up must come down, and when it comes down, and I want you to remember me saying this. What goes up, if you don't change the way you run your channel, Ram Richard, I'm going to let you have that one, Ram. Ram saying, Cuba Gooding hands, you funny as shit. Hey, Ram, because I know you coming out of love, and no disrespect, I'm going to let you have that one. That ninja said, Ram, he said, Cuba Gooding Jr. got hands. You get that one, motherfucker. You don't get another one, Ram Richards. I'm going to block your ass from this channel. You coming up here doing comedy and shit. I'm going to bring you on. You know what? Ram Richards, I'm going to bring you on live right now. You want to do comedy? I'm going to give you 5 minutes for comedy. You ready? I'm going to send you the link. You ready to do some comedy? That's what I'm going to start doing here. Y'all want to come on here and do comedy? I'm going to give you your shine. Ram Richards, I'm about to send you the link. You want to go live and do some comedy? Let's do it. Let's show you. Let's build you some new fans. Hold up. Come on, Ram Richards. We're going to build you some new fans. Send me your email so I can I'm going to send you the link. You ready to go live, Ram Richards? Ram, I'm waiting for your answer, y'all watch. Ram ain't going to respond. Ram, I want you to come on live and do some comedy right now. Live for all my peeps. Brendan Grant say, Stone, your channel is so smooth to the trolls. I say, don't let the smoothness, exactly. Don't let the smoothness fool you. The Stone family is wild, Yak Diesel say. Hey, we come out of, listen, what Star Trek say? We come in peace. What? How they do that? What was that? We come in peace. We come in peace. This is all about love here. Oh, look, now Ram don't want to come live and do comedy. Why not, Ram? You came in with some comedy a minute ago. Come on, let me pull you in live. Come on, do some comedy. Because since we want to do comedy, we're going to give you your 5 minutes of fame. That's what we're going to do. Cherry P13 said, Maxwell be singing Pretty Wings, but don't slap him. No, Maxwell got hands. See, here's the thing, and you wouldn't know that unless you put yourself in that position. Content creators, all the ones that are going to see this that know me, and the ones that have beefs with each other, I'm going to say to you, 1 year from now, you still going to be doing the same shit? 6 months from now, you still going to be doing the same shit, talking about people? 2 months from now, you still going to be running your channel the same way, talking about doxing people, posting pictures, calling their family? You still going to do it? What is your end game? As a content creator, I would love to know. Ask, tell your people on your channel what your end game is. Is it just to make money? Is it just to sound convincing and make people believe in you so that they do what you ask them to do, so that they go troll other people's channels? I got a few people that be in my channel from other channels. They don't think I know, but I do. If I find out that you're at somebody else's channel and you're watching my channel for them, you're blocked from my channel indefinitely. I'll never fuck with you again. But just know this. I know every person that's in my channel from other channels trolling for the channel. Now, if you're at another channel and you're at my channel, I don't have a problem with that. But if you at my channel trolling to get information for that other channel, I know who you are. Trust me, I got a list. I know who you are. And believe me, I will never fuck with you. When I block you, it's a wrap. Understand that. So now I'm going to say again to those content creators, what is your end game? April said, hey, Stone and Chad, I'm watching from work. What's up? What's up? April always hold us down. April 8052. Make sure, April, hit them hearts. Let's boost this algorithm up, baby. Hit them hearts, y'all. Hit them hearts. Hit the smiley face. Hit the hearts. Hit that shit. Let's keep that algorithm boosted. For the truth. For the love. For the respect. I just want to know what content creators are going to be doing a year from now. If your channel's built off of drama, guess what you're going to have to do? The folks are coming for the motherfucking drama. They ain't coming to learn shit. They are literally at your channel for the drama. So you know what's going to happen? As soon as you have no drama to share, you're going to lose followers. So why not start your channel off of some real shit? Why not keep your channel going off of real shit? Because trust me, as soon as you don't have no negative shit to share, you're going to lose subscribers. They're going to start going to the drama channels because your channel was based on drama. And that's what they're coming for. They're not coming for nothing else. They're not coming to learn. They're not coming to learn a cooking recipe. They're not coming to learn a new dance, how to fix their car. They're only coming for the drama, to fuel their drama for the day. CC said, keep the channel organic and off negative. Exactly. You act like you're scared to have a positive channel. My black content creators, the black tea sector, because I've never been a part of it and I still don't consider myself a part of it. I got love for every black content creator because if this is your livelihood and how you make your money, please consider using your channel for some good shit. If you want to have bad shit, okay. But can you balance it out with some good shit? Because I promise you, as soon as you stop doing the bad shit, you're going to lose a lot of followers. Because that's the only reason they're there. And I learned earlier on with my YouTube channel, Pretty Brown Eyes, long time no see. Hit those hearts, Pretty Brown Eyes. Click those hearts, baby girl. Good to see you. What I've learned is dealing with the passion of Angie. I had content creators come into my inbox telling me stuff that people were saying about me. Now, in the beginning, I was believing them. I would immediately go on live and be like, yeah, y'all talking shit. This person named Billy Boo Boo Bup talking about me. Instead of me doing my research. But those were people being messy. I didn't realize it at first until I figured out, oh, that was a lie. Then I'm doubling back, apologizing to people. Settle down, 77. What's your point? If you're coming up here to do comedy, I'm going to bring you on live and let you do comedy. I'll give you your 5 minutes of fame. I'll send you the link now. You want to be a comedian? I'll let you come up and do live. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Don't be sending no bullshit on my live. Now, if you're saying you love the hair, is that what you're trying to say? But it sounds like you're saying laughing out loud. I don't know what the fuck you're saying because you misspelled it. Now, let's get back to what we're saying. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Settle down, 77. But spell the shit out right. Okay, back to what I was saying. Start your channel with drama. Keep it with drama. You're going to keep drama people coming. Keep positivity in your channel. Talk about things that make sense, things that are going on that people need to know. Then your channel is going to stay like it should. Trust what I'm saying. Drama begets drama. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all, you can see this video and talk about me for the next year. I don't really give a fuck. But one thing you will learn is, damn, Stone's right. Stone's right. My numbers have dropped because I stopped doing negative. So if you're going to stop doing negative, stop doing it now. Change your channel to something rather positive right now so you can, because you're going to lose some people because they want that negative. But you're going to gain the right people you need for your channel. Because trust me, you can only be negative so long before it backfires on you. I would never want to be one of the most hated YouTubers on YouTube. Can you imagine when you turn on YouTube, there's videos about you, everybody talking about you? Now, maybe some YouTubers like it because maybe they feel like that's making them popular. It's not making you popular. It's just making you more hated on. And believe me, and it will continue to grow, and it will continue to grow. So why not? Manisha Harris said exactly. Yeah, Manisha, it's like I don't understand. Like I've been watching the black tea sector, right? And so I'm like, okay, we got a lot of African American content creators. Black, we got some here in America, we got some in Africa. The African content creators ain't on here beefing with each other. One's from Africa. They on here talking about all kinds of cool stuff, right? They're teaching you how to use YouTube. They understand, listen, this is a job. I'm trying to make money so I can make a little money in Africa to take care of my family. The American content creators are on some other bullshit, the black ones. Just a whole nother, just it's gotta be drama. I'm trying to understand it, but I just can't seem to put my head around it. Once again, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. If somebody is fucking with you and you got to go to your channel to set the record straight, then you got to do it. But don't make it a long, drawn-out process. Do what you got to do to shut it down and then keep it moving. So I'm not saying don't defend yourself if somebody is bothering you online. You got to protect yourself. All I'm saying is be careful with you. It can become an addiction. Had I not stopped going back and forth with that guy, and I wasn't going back and forth, but had I not stopped doing what I was doing, there's a possibility I would have kept going, because once you get started, you want to keep going because the ego kicks in. Raymond Driver, thank you, family. Oh, Raymond Rivera, Raymond Rivera, I'm sorry. Thank you, family. I appreciate that. Tap that heart, y'all. Tap those hearts, please, please. If you're not donating the super chat, at least give me hearts, man. It costs nothing to It costs nothing. It costs nothing. Brother Chill set my record straight today. He showed me love. He gave me a donation of $99. You know what I'm saying? So he set the record straight. So y'all could at least match him by giving me some hearts, y'all. For those that are not donating to super chats. Thank you, Nita. Nita, not those hearts, Nita. There's a little sign in your comment section at the bottom to the right of you, it should be. And if you keep pressing the hearts, Nita, it will pop up on the screen. Cherry, the ones that pop up on the screen, the hearts. You got to, in your chat at the bottom, there's a heart. If you click it, it'll open up this little thing, and you just keep hitting the heart, and it'll pop up on the screen, you guys. You see how those hearts are going on the screen? I'm not talking about that heart. We need to boost that algorithm up. Keep it up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, y'all. Yeah, so this is where we're at, you guys. Content creators, what you create is what you get back. No, Nita, it's okay. I appreciate the both of you. What you create is what you get back. So figure out what you're going to do with your channel, and if it's going to be a positive one or is it going to be a negative channel. Okay, we're going to get into this next story, man. And this one's going to mess you up. This one here had me going. This one had me going, damn. This one had me going, kazam. I mean, actually, this one really had me like, wow. Here it is. Y'all ready? California teen Spurs outrage with racist proposal. Yeah, I said it. I'll read it again. California teen Spurs outrage with racist proposal. Y'all probably saying, Stone, what the fuck is that about? Well, we're going to get into it, man, because this one is crazy. I guess it's a new movement going on these days in schools across America that's just ridiculous. Here we go. Y'all ready? Call me old-fashioned, but I'm pretty sure proposals are supposed to be romantic, right? Whimsical, or at the very least thoughtful. While my proposal was literally just asking my friend Maddie, hey, would you want to go to prom real quick and then catch Iron Man 2 afterwards? I'd say that's leagues better than an outright racist proposal that has a California teen currently catching heat. Now, you guys, this story shows you that the racist antics are on a high level movement right now. According to KTVU, a teen at Alameda High School made a racist proposal. This is in California, a racist proposal signed that said, if I was a hard N-word, they use the actual slur though. If I was a hard N-word, I would be picking cotton. I would be picking cotton. If I was a ninja, I would be picking cotton. But instead, I'm picking you. What the fuck? Where does this shit come from? Let me read that shit again, because this shit had me laughing at first until I realized, I was like, that shit kind of funny, but it's not. A teen at Alameda High School made a racist proposal for prom, made a sign that said, if I was a hard N-word, hard ninja, once again, they use the actual slur, I would be picking cotton, but instead, I am picking you for prom. The school has launched an investigation, but let's see if they're going to do some shit about it. They launched an investigation into the sign. Notice they said the sign and not the person, which was revealed off campus during an NBA playoffs watch party. KTVU interviewed several students at the school whose reactions boiled down to disappointment, but not surprised. So they were disappointed, but they weren't surprised. Why? Because this shit probably happens there all the time. Once again, here it is. They say it's been happening a lot at this school. Hit those hearts, you guys. Hit the hearts. And they should change it and do more. Student Nay Shatu told reporters. Another student who wished to remain anonymous told the outlet that it's a commonplace to hear slurs being used in the hallways of the schools. Alameda High School, what y'all got going on there? Alameda High School, what kind of school is this, Alameda? What y'all doing over there? This isn't the school's first incident, they say, regarding racism, as in 2021, the students were disciplined for racist slurs, social media posts, and in 2022, the school's bathrooms were defaced with swastika slurs and phrases, whites only. The fact that a former principal told reporters, sadly, it seems like an annual thing. I'm having to report some of these incidents of bigotry, hate speech, or racism that we have and that we've had on this campus for 3 years. 3 years ago shows these attitudes are endemic to the community. Damn. Shouts out to the parents of Alameda, California for just doing a bang-up job raising their damn kids. This is literally a sign that says, if I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, I'm picking you for prom. Damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. Yo, and they're smiling. And listen, they are cheesing and smiling with this picture. So this is what the Manosphere YouTubers are teaching the kids. They're saying this is what the Manosphere YouTubers are teaching the kids. I've gone on my fair share of dates over the course of my 32 years, and not once did I ever try to court a woman by using slurs. That's just weird, they say, and at least to my understanding of the opposite sex, completely counterintuitive. Granted, I'm not out here chasing teenage white girls, the person said, unlike some people. So who knows? Maybe the game is different now. Who knows, you guys? Maybe, is that how the game is now? I would have to ask the teenagers, is that what the game is now? Is that what it has turned into? Is that the new way you pick up your girl? Is that the new way? Strangely, they say racist proposals have been an ongoing trend for several years. How did this become a trend? With the picking cotton slogan being a commonplace, which quite frankly makes this worse. You can be a racist, a plagiarist, but doing both is just lazy. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the kid asked ChatGPT for the most racist proposal and just went with that. What's going on, America? America, what are we doing? Listen, while administrators at Alameda High School couldn't detail the consequences of the students faced due to the student privacy rules, They did reveal disciplinary measures have been taken and certain privileges have been revoked, which could only hope is a code for he ain't going to prom. I'd love to know what they did. I'd love to know what punishment this young man got. Alameda Unified Superintendent Pasquale Scudero issued a statement addressing both the racist proposal and the efforts to address the racist attitudes that seem to be continually perpetuated at the school. This is an ongoing process that will pair consequences in education and will evolve curriculum and steady reiteration of expectations and honest conversation with students and families. Do you guys think that shit's gonna work? Then they say, I truly hope something is done as the level of racism is simply absurd, and I can't imagine the impact it's having on the mental health of black and brown students who have attended that Alameda High School. I mean, Dodo said apparently online gamers drop racial slurs all the time. Oh, yeah. Dodo, I think we talked about that the other day. I said I saw my stepsons and some weird stuff was happening while they were on speaker. I could hear it coming through the speaker of the computer. Auntie Mickey said America done got batshit crazy, cray-cray. Auntie Mickey, they're gone. See Tracy teach. What's up, Tracy? It's so good to see you here. Listen, what is going on in our schools? What is going on now to where it's common for us to use racial slurs for people that are of other races to just, it's common. You know, how do we come up? How does a young man invite a girl to the prom and said, I could be a N-word picking cotton, but instead I'm picking you for prom? Who fucking comes up with some shit like that? Who comes up with that? I mean, and where does that come from? Where does it come from? How does that even get pulled out of the sky, the air, I could be picking cotton. You've never picked cotton, so what do you even know about picking cotton? And you wouldn't have wanted to pick cotton. Pretty Brown Eyes said, I missed what happened to Alameda. So Alameda High School, what? Your nephew goes to Alameda High School? So check this out, Pretty Brown Eyes. This young kid he was trying to figure out a way to invite a girl to prom. So he made a sign to show her, and it said, I could be hard N-word, and he used the word, I could be an N-word picking cotton, but instead, I'm picking you for prom. That's the shit he said. Where does this shit come from, y'all? We are in a culture of ignorance right now. The highest level of ignorance we have now. Understand. The highest level of ignorance we are living in right now. See, Tracy said, what's up? I worked in Miami in high schools where my Hispanic students use the N-word regularly in class towards each other. Yeah, because, see, Tracy, they think that's hip-hop. Like when Asian kids and Hispanic kids use the N-word at each other, I be saying, why don't y'all use the word that y'all don't like heard in y'all community? Why y'all got to use the N-word? Why ain't you saying the words that y'all in y'all community? Why don't y'all call each other the words in you guys' community that's derogatory? Call each other that shit. They think it's hip hop. They think it's part of the hip hop culture. Like, yo, you know, I can say the N-word. Yo, what's up? I'll be at the mall. And if I hear a young guy say, what's up, my ninja? I'll turn around and be like, hey, my man, don't. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Young man. So you know what I tell them? Let me tell you what I tell young people when I hear them using it in the malls. I say, hey, my man, let me holler at you. If it's a group of young boys, I'll talk to them. I say, let me just ask you a question. I know y'all don't know me. I probably look like this old guy that's trying to give y'all advice. But imagine for 1 minute your grandmother being a black lady, and the last word she hears while she's being hung on a tree is, die, you effing N. You effing ninja. And you know, I've said this to a lot of young people. You'd be surprised. See, Tracy said, the principal told me I shouldn't complain if it isn't towards me. Wow. See, the principal don't understand. Eventually, it'll be towards you. So I shared that story with those young men. And one of those young men, it was 4 of them. As I was walking away, he said, OG, I said, yes. What's up, brother CC Funk 1? He said, OG. I said, yeah. He said, come here. He said, I'm sorry. He said, I never thought about it like that. He said, when you told me to think about my grandmother being hung and the last word she's hearing is that, I said, yeah, it's the truth. That's what our ancestors had to deal with. They had to deal with that, our forefathers and our ancestors. So it's real. He said, I never thought about it like that. He said, I'm going to, I'm going to make sure that I'm conscious. I said, yeah, that's all I'm asking, because I asked him, I said, are you a ninja? I said, let me ask you a question. Are you really a ninja? He said, no, I'm not. I said, so why you use the word? You don't even want to be a ninja. I said, see, I'm black and mixed with other shit. But if I asked you, are you a ninja? I don't even call myself a ninja, I told him. I said, you just told me you're not a ninja, so why you use the word? I said, would you want to be a ninja? He said, nah. I said, so why do you use it? Because it's hip hop? Find another word. Use the word in your community that y'all don't like. Oh, because it's not cool. Y'all don't want to call each other that. I would love to see every community use the name they don't like and call each other those names. Auntie Mickey said, I tell them to look up the word in the dictionary. No, I got to be retroactive with them, Auntie Mickey. I go into the whole history and make them see it visually by saying, imagine your grandma being hung on a tree, and that's the last words they calling her, and they're saying, die, you ninja. See, Tracy say, the level of emotional violence and social ignorance, i.e. epic in the public and private school sectors, Auntie Mickey, absolutely. See, Tracy? Lyrical Child said, Jamon said, so is that principal racist? The principal has to be, because if the principal tells her, hey, if it wasn't directed towards you, don't worry about it. Don't trip. Hey, if it wasn't directed towards you, I would have said, fuck you. It is directed towards my people. It's still derogatory. And if they'll say that, they will eventually say, hey, you ninja, I ain't got to listen to you. She knew what she was doing. I see Tracy knew what she was doing by going and talking to them, saying, hey, this is a problem. Introverted, what's happening? What's going on, family? Good to see you. See, Tracy knew that it had to be stopped in where it was at, right where the position it was in. Because if it were not, she already knew that in the future there's going to be problems with her possibly being called that name. We've been on there every day. You've been missing, brother. I know you've been busy, though. This is why C. Tracy did it. Because she knew if she doesn't, there's a possibility she's going to be called that name. So she had to. She had to. And she will continue to. And rightfully so. We all need to hold people responsible. There's nothing wrong with pulling young people aside. Say, hey, I know you don't. Let me holler at you, young man. Are you a ninja? It's a legitimate question. Have you guys ever even tried to ask these young people that? Of another race? Even, listen, we also should be responsible for it, but we use it as a term of endearment with each other. But it still doesn't mean we should be calling each other that either. The truth, I'm responsible. All of us are responsible. Maybe if they didn't hear us say it so much, they wouldn't say it. But we were called that, and we turned around and used it to take away the power of it. We use it with each other as a term of endearment. We don't really, growing up, you hear mothers say, nigga, please. Boy, if you don't, Negro, please. Now, our grandmothers will say Negro. They won't use the hard R. Negro, please. CC Funk once said, some people think they doing something by calling. Yeah, they do. Like, I don't give people the power of that name. Like, I've been called that name, and I call them that name back. Imagine this. Imagine somebody of another race calling you that name. You know what I do to them? I call it back with the same vengeance in the word. I call that back loud. I've done it in public. They've called me that in public, and I say it back loud. But I say it the way they say it. I don't say it the way black people say it. I say it exactly the way and they get embarrassed. And I keep saying it. I keep saying it. And they're so embarrassed, they're trying to get away from the conversation and leave the place. That's what I do to them. When people come at me with those racist words, I turn around and say it to them with the same vengeance and energy and look in my face and everything. Facts. I take the power away from them because the word At this point, a lot of black people are not really bothered by the word, but they know that you're trying to say it to incite them. So we kind of know how to deal with it to a certain extent. But there's still a lot of black people, you can't just say that word around and expect for things to be cool. CC Funk One said, some people think they're doing, yeah. So you got it. I use the words against them, you guys. I'll say whatever they say to me, you effing ninja. I'll say, hey, you a motherfucking, hey, listen. I say it right back to them with the same energy. I do. And no, it's not pointless, introverted. No, it's not. You see, sometimes a reflection allows you to see who you are. A reflection allows you to see the real picture. A reflection allows you to feel the emotion. A reflection allows you to feel the pain. When you don't want to be called the N-word and you feel like you're not that N-word of another race, oh, trust me, it bothers them to be called that. I've done it when they called me that. I've called them that back, but I don't stop. I will embarrass them, and I say it loud in the parking lot wherever I'm at. CC Funk said, I try to call them something worse so they don't think they came out on top. No, CC Funk One. Brother, let me tell y'all something. Bruce Taylor said, people affect talk and action in streets form for cred. How about always speak in a manner as if you are talking to your grandmother? Bruce Taylor, absolutely. I concur. I will not go against what Bruce Taylor said. He's 100% correct. But you know they ain't going to do it, Brother Bruce. So when they called me that word, CC Funk One, listen, you got to see the face of a person of another race when they call you that out of whatever reason they're calling it in a derogatory way. And when you call them back that in that same way and you keep going with it, oh, because I keep going with it. Oh, I don't stop. I will raise my voice loud and keep saying it to them. Do you know how embarrassed I've made people who have called me the N-word and I've turned around and called them that? And I say it loud and I say it hard and I'm on it. Introvert, you don't have to match the energy. Do whatever you feel. But see, you can't be a Sambo. Sambos don't win in the end. See, if you want to teach somebody something, you teach them by reflection. You can be a Sambo all you want. You don't have to match their energy, but you can still call them that same word they called you. See, it's black folks that speak like that. Why shit don't ever get better? Because we've been stomped on, stepped on, and we keep letting people do the shit. First thing we say is, Jesus gonna work it out. The Lord got me. God, I'm praying Lord gonna do it. I'm not gonna match their energy. Fuck all that shit. Only the strong survive. A-hole said, I'm not a racist, but I own a color TV. Hey, dude, why A-hole remind me of Timothy? Don't that sound like some shit Timothy would say? A-hole 5407, you funny. We got another subscriber on here. He's cool. His name is Timothy. Timothy would act, CC, wouldn't Timothy say something like that? A-hole, you funny. That's something Timothy would say. You know, the old Jesus gonna work it out. A-hole sound just like Timothy. Jesus gonna work it out. An introvert on that. Jesus gonna, oh, I'm gonna pray God gonna work it out. I believe in God too. But Jesus and God that we believe in gave us common sense. Slaves continue to got beat, hung, unalived. That whole Jesus gonna work it out shit means that we supposed to go work it out. He gave us the power to will those things and to work it out. Introvert, get the fuck off my live. You being a pacifist, get the fuck out of here. I like you, but I ain't trying to hear that corny ass. You a young dude. You'll never get it. I'm 55, nigga. Talk to me like you've lived the years that I've lived. Other than that, don't get on here. Oh, Stoney, there's no way. Fuck you. I'm sorry. There is a way. The weakness will get you caught up every time. Our ancestors, they got scared and feared into being weak, and they fell for it. You hear what Auntie Mickey said? Jesus turned it up in the temple. Introvert, you could take that just saying shit and hang out in New York City and flowers and pasties and, you know, and 1970s love and all that shit. Do that shit if you want. Or you can wake up and understand that we live in a real reality. You ain't got to be a pastor. Nobody said about being a pastor. It's called having common sense, introvert. And I know you personally. So, young man, you should have a little bit more common sense. Cherry P13 said, we are being killed off and thrown in a box and forgotten about. We have to stop being crouched exactly like a roach. An introvert, he wants people to be passive. Don't come on my channel talking to my piece of people for them to be passive. We're not passive people. The passiveness is what caused us what we've been through. Introvert, we ain't. But see, when you hang with a lot of white folks and you think everything is roses and flowers, then you think that don't apply to you. Nigga, you still a black man, you know. A motherfucker will pull right up and surprise you too. I'm just telling you. And you'll be back on my live saying, Stone was right. Don't be a pacifist, young man. I'm 55. I'm not 30. And I'm not 20. Don't be a pacifist. Learn something. You come to my channel, learn something. I could be your uncle. I could be your dad, dude. I'm old enough to be your goddamn, almost your damn grandpa. I think I could be your grandpa. Cherry P13 said, Jesus turned tables over in the Sabbath day of rest. Exactly. Thank you, Cherry and Auntie Mickey. Sadak, you want to do comedy? I'm going to bring you up for 15 minutes, Sadak. You want to do comedy? Sadak, whatever the fuck how you pronounce it. Do you want to come up on my channel and do comedy? Since you want to come in here and be a comedian and call me Lenny Kravitz, my name is Stone Paxton. I look like me. I always get people want to tell me I look like everybody else except for my goddamn self. If you want to come up, I'm going to send you the link right now. So, Doc, you can come up and do 5 minutes of comedy and get famous with my followers. Is that what you want? Anybody coming up here wanting to be a comedian, I'm going to put you on today. Somebody said, look at this value. Michael Jackson. Levi Child, I'm confused. Can you expand on that? Can you expand on that, please, so we can understand what you're saying? Because I don't get the Michael Jackson thing. I don't get it. Just expand and let us know what you're saying. See, what happens is, you know, I grew up with nothing but introvert. I want you to understand, if you're still here, if you haven't disappeared, gotten scared and left. I went to all-white school in my younger years. My neighborhood I grew up in, where my aunt raised me, it was all white folks. There was barely any black people, probably maybe one other black family. So I understand being around white folks and folks of other race. I was around more other people of other race than I was black people. So I get it. Introvert, you feel privileged because you're around white people and the people of different races. So you feel like there's no issue. You might as well be white if you feel like there's no issue. Introvert, you still black. You still black, introvert, and you're going to be black tomorrow, and you're going to be black the day after, and you're going to be black a week from now, you're going to be black next year, and you're going to be black when you leave this motherfucking earth. Remember that. C. Tracy said, I agree with you, Stone, in terms of discerning when force must be met with force. They call you an end. You have wisdom to discern when these words and any word is being weaponized against you. Yes, C. Tracy, and I turn around and I use it right against their asses. CC Funk says, some don't have nothing better to say but who somebody look like. Exactly. It's like, dude, come in here and learn some shit. April say, he's saying you're an invitation, Michael Jackson, which I meant to. Now, I don't look nothing like Michael Jackson. Now, I love Michael because his dad was like my uncle. Uncle Joe, I was around Uncle Joe a lot. But I don't look like Michael. But guess what? Michael wasn't a bad-looking gentleman, so I'll take that as a compliment. You motherfucking troll. Thank you. Cherry P said, Levi looked like a wannabe James. Hey, Cherry got some joke for you, too. Jason Shingle said, you look good for 55, bro. By the way, it's the hanging curl that recalls MJ. Listen, they've called me the Black Elvis. MJ didn't create the curl. Lil Richard had it before then. When your hair is long, it'll fall. And this is what I'll be trying to tell people, Brother Jason. It's like, if you look at other parts of my hair, it'll fall soon if I don't cut it. So my hair, it grows and it will fall down front. I would have bangs. If I wasn't cutting the rest, all this shit would be bangs in front of my head. I just let that one go. So Doc said, I don't mind about motherfucking color, just care about you say and do. So Doc, do you want to come up and do comedy or get the fuck off my channel, you dumb piece of shit, you? I don't look like no Lenny Kravitz. So guess what? You're going to be timed out. Time that motherfucker out for an hour. Goodbye, Sadak. And if you're a real Muslim, you wouldn't be on here fucking with people. So get the fuck up out my channel. Okay, Auntie Mickey say, hey, now you don't like Michael Stone. He's corny like he Joe. Oh, man, those guys are funny, man. Listen, April say you look nice to me. April, that's the problem. They want me to be ugly. If I was ugly, then they'd be making fun of how ugly I am. I don't get it. Dragon Char say, my brother left to go to the Air Force today. It was, oh, man. Dragon Char, tell your brother we said we're sending love to him, power. Where's he going to be stationed at? And strength. And he's going to be all right. Where's he going to be stationed? Yak Diesel say, it doesn't matter what you trolls say. You'll never be or accomplish the things Stone Paxton has. I guess we got too many jesters and not enough kings. There we go. We don't have enough kings. This is the problem. We got clowny motherfuckers up in here who are jesters, and they're not. They're clowning. Making the king happy. Hey. Okay, listen. Tell him tell him he's going to love Japan. Tell him Stone said. Tell him your friend Stone said he is going to love Japan. And you know what? While he's there, hopefully, if you email me, well, he's going to be stationed in Japan. I got friends I can hook him up with. Really, really good people in Japan that are very influential. If you don't mind, if you email me, once he gets to Japan and gets stable, email me, and I'll give you information to give to him. And these are my personal friends who will show him around Japan and make him feel like home. CC Funk 1 said, we used to get the Prince Andre Simone lookalike mess. I know. It's never ending, right? Cherry Pete, listen, let me tell y'all something. My brother Eric Benet went and copied the curl down front. So I must be doing something right. When I got my industry peers copying me, it lets me know. Eric wasn't rocking it like that. Eric trying to rock a curl down in front of his face now, y'all. So I must be doing something right. Go look at Eric Benet's latest post with him and Shantae Moore. He trying to rock a curl down front, y'all. There it is. Lost TQT2 said, we need more Lenny Kravitz in the world. You know, I got a rock album. Speaking of Lenny and rock, I got a whole rock album I never put out. But trolls love being trolls. I am happy that I can be me without being apologetic to anyone. I love Stone Paxton the way he is. April said, people tell me I look like Donna Summers. Really, April? You got the big hair, you got the thick hair and stuff. You know, they love you. It's a good thing when they say we look like people, I guess. Levi Bond, what's up, Levi? I got a good friend of mine. His name is Kenyatta Bond, one of my best friends. Sweet Tracy said, welcome to the channel, Levi. Hopefully you subscribe. Sweet Tracy said, the art of war echoes your point, Stone. The theme of concentration of force. Listen to what Sweet Tracy said. Now, this is a teacher. Sweet Tracy is an educator. So I like reading what she says. So let me read what she says. Sweet Tracy said, the art of war echoes your point, Stone. The theme of concentration of force talks about focusing overwhelming force at crucial points. Don't ask black folks to desensitize to racist trigger words. Thank you. There we are. That comes from an educator, for those of you on here that don't understand. Jason Shingler said, I'm a fucking king, a man of God and priest, yet a sorry sinner. I like you, boss. Brother Jason, we love you, brother. And guess what? We've all fell short of his glory. But guess what? We're going to be all right. Long as we as people work together and help each other, we're going to be all right, Brother Jay. And I appreciate that, too. I love what he said. Y'all read what he said. That was deep. Lyrical Child said, they just mad you got style to begin with. That's all it is, J Bond. That's all it is. It's like, wow. Queen Sparkle said, Stoney M. Maroney and Stoney's family. That's what my friend called me, Stoney Maroney. Levi Bond said, yes, I will, and I'll subscribe and gave you. Thank you. Listen, Brother Levi, thank you. Hit those hearts, you guys. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, Brother Levi. We love having good people here. We have great discussions. We have fun. I do giveaways to my subscribers, all kinds of cool stuff. Tamara said, what Tamara say? Prince, hold on. Here we go. Here go another one, y'all. Prince came back. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all, hold up. Tomorrow, you want to come up and do some comedy? Tomorrow, I'm going to send you a link. I want you to come up and do some comedy. Because what I'm doing for the trolls that think they're comedians, I'm letting them get 5 minutes of fame. So I want you to come up on camera so I can let you do, run some comedy down. You with it? Let me send you the link tomorrow. Don't stop talking now. Respond back. Let me send you the link. Lyrical said, my brother's in the Navy and has station out there as well. I can also put them in touch as well. Okay, Lyrical. That sounds good, Javon. I want Tamara to come up so I can put Tamara on the live so she can do some comedy. Tamara said, oh, Prince is cute. That's a comment. Okay, Tamara. Now she's retracting. She don't want to come up and do no comedy. We wanted you to come up on live so you can do some comedy, and entertain us. April said, you looking nothing like Prince. You heard what April say? Now, I will tomorrow. Let me share something with you. Cherry P, yes, I can play the guitar. Let me share something with you. Since people want to speak of Prince, I'm going to share something with you that's very interesting. My great-great-grandfather's name is Prince Nelson. And my great-grandmother's name is Phoebe Nelson. I'll let that sink into your cerebral cortex for the rest of the day. My great-great-grandfather's real name is Prince Nelson. My great-great-grandmother's name is Phoebe Nelson. My other grandmother's name is a Nelson, too. Let that shit sink in. That's all I'm going to say to you. Tamara, do you want to come up? We'd love to see you do some comedy. Oh, we'll let you come up and do 5 minutes of comedy. Come on. Show your face. Come up with me on the live. And I'll let you, we'll see how good your comedy is. Carrie said, would you make a song with me? I also come on and do some comedy. Cody, make a song. What do you sing or rap, Cody? What do you do? I'm not playing. I'm going to let trolls come up and do comedy. I'm being very serious about this. I'm going to have a day. It's going to be called Troll University. And I'm going to let all the trolls that come in my live come live. But you got to come on with your camera. You can't come on with a picture. Tamara said Prince. Timothy, you back? Jay Hayes say, keep Trump out of your mouth. Jay Hayes, shut the hell up. What the fuck Jay Hayes talking about? You got some weird ones. Shut the fuck up, Jay Hayes. And you don't need to come back to this channel. You sound like a problem with yourself. Jason Shingler said, Nelsons are British. Yes. Jason, no. But Jason, that's my real grandfather's, my great-great-great-grandfather's name. Prince Nelson. Great-grandmother Phoebe Nelson. Cody Carr said, I've never heard your music. What do you make? Cody, go to Spotify, put in Stone Paxton, and you can hear all my music, and you won't be disappointed. Trust me. I make R&B, soul, and funk, but I produce for all kinds of artists in the industry. Tamara Fletcher said, I said, why did Prince go to the grocery store to get some purple grapes to match his purple ray? Yeah, you ain't gonna make comedy night. I'm sorry. Lyrical say they get scared. Yes, they do. But now Tamara want to come on here and do some comedy. No, we want you to come on live and show your face. See, it's a little bit different when you show that face because you've committed to who you really are then. CC Funk say on keyboards, MPC percussion, my voice went out with my, oh man, brother CC Funk 1, I didn't know you had a stroke. You had a stroke? Is the first stroke? Man, let's not have another one. Auntie Mickey said that was corny as fuck tomorrow. Exactly. Auntie Mickey, that shit, she ain't ready for no live comedy on the channel. Cody said, how do I get you to produce something for me? Cody, email me. My moderators will post my email. Brother CC, is that why I haven't seen you online? Because remember, I used to see your YouTube channel. I think you had the YouTube channel with the MPC. Is that why I haven't seen you online? Okay, there's Cody. There's my email address. Email me so we can talk. And then we can figure out. I produce for a lot of people, so. Timothy, I thought you were supposed to be at work. Timothy, don't you supposed to be? Hold up, wait a minute. Timothy, I thought you supposed to be at work. See, Tracy says, Stone, I have a great content idea. I wanted to share with you. But I didn't want to publicize it. Is there a way to email you? Yes, my email address is at the bottom. See, Tracy, you will love it. It as an artist, you and Auntie Mickey. Willie said, Stone, yeah, my email address is at the bottom. Stone, do you use the MPC? I do. I've used the I got the 4,000, the 3,000, the 60. I even got the Lindrum. I got the TR-808. I got the, oh man, I got a whole bunch of shit. I got all the new stuff and the old stuff. But Willie, this channel is the MPC channel. You just got to go and look through my videos. I have over 300, 400 some videos, all MPC videos. Because I'm endorsed by different software company and gear companies. So that's what I do. I'm a recording artist, producer. It just, when Angie Stone passed, my channel took on something else too. I added an addition to it. April, you at work? What you eating for lunch? CC Funk say, we were going to make a channel, but think on base, brother got sick. Oh, man. Dang, I'm sorry, brother. Listen, CC Funk, you got to be careful, family. You have to be real careful, family. Levi Bond said, hey, Stone, let me pray for you. Heavenly Father, I pray for Stone today. I pray that you touch his life greatly. Bless him. Times. Thank you. Levi Bond, I accept that. I accept that prayer, family. Thank you so much. I usually don't let a lot of people pray over me. My mom used to say, you don't let everybody pray over you. But you know what? I love, that was a beautiful gesture, Levi, for you to come in here and do that. And that's what this channel is about. So I appreciate you doing that. That means a lot to me. That does. And my mom was an evangelist. I grew up in church. So thank you for that. Cody said, cool, I go by Lit. Lost in translation, I put my name in the subject line. I have been looking for, hey, Lit, let me tell you something. Lit, when we connect, when we work, Lit, it's going to be lit. I ain't messing with you. I ain't playing with you. I'm going to have you right. Now, I want you to go, you Lit, Cody, you know who Mila J is? And do you know who D-Shot from the Click, E40's brother, is? Levi Bond said, you're welcome. Cody, do you know who that is, Cody? Mila J, which is Janae Aiko's big sister, and D-Shot from the Click, E40's brother. Jason Shigler said, big piece. The algorithm has me going to these live chats. It is fun. Stay blessed. Jason Shigler, no, listen, I'm just happy you were here, family. Thank you for stopping in and checking me out, brother. That's all that matters. Okay, so Mila J, I produced her last single. It's called Welcome to the West featuring Battle Cat. And D-Shot, I produced and co-wrote his single called She's Off the Cuffs featuring Alan McNeil. So it's D-Shot, Off the Cuffs, and tons of other artists. The list goes on. I'm just giving you a few because you seem like you do hip-hop, right? Cherry P say E40 is a man. Yes, E40, Sugar T, D-Shot, B Legit, the whole family. Everybody is just all good folks. Those are my peoples. Y'all don't sleep on that Sugar T now. Sugar T like my sister, man. Cody said, yeah, hit the hearts, y'all. Boost the algorithm back up. Let's get it back up, y'all. Come on. Hit those hearts up. I know y'all got options, but y'all know I'm in here for a reason. Hit those hearts. Yeah, okay, you guys. So everybody talking about he looked like Michael. He looked like Prince. I'm like, man, I look like me. So let's go back to the subject of this content creator stuff. And I just thought about something. I want you guys, when you get an opportunity, to go look up all the YouTube beefs. Just Google YouTube beefs. And I want you to look it up. And I just want you to see, and I want you to take your time and look at what a lot of these beefs are about. Cherry P say, you look and are a star, is what they're saying. I guess so, Cherry, in their own way, right? Because they're calling me all these names, so I guess, they're calling me all these great names. I want you guys to go and look up different content creators. I want you to look at I want you to Google content creators beefs or just beefs. And I want you to just look at what a lot of these content creators have started beefs over. It'll give you an idea of how stupid some of this stuff is, and 90% of it is. Just go look. Just go look. Look at the ones that have been unalived over online beefs. Levi Bum, what's up, family? Look it up, you guys. I want you to take your time because I don't want you to just think I'm here just running my mouth. Reshape your realty. Hey, Stone, what's up, family? It's good to see you in here, young lady. I like the shirt, too. I like that shirt, the collar you got, the old school smooth collar hanging on that picture. That's a beautiful picture. We reshape your realty. Anybody looking to buy a house, I don't know what market you're in, but whatever market she's in, y'all looking to buy a house, make sure you hit up Reshape Your Realty to purchase a home, property, whatever. What state are you in, Reshape? What state are you in? Please post the state you're in, please. April said, I've never seen a 55-year artist, so I fit so fit and talented. I still don't believe. Yeah, I'm 55. April, thank you. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe I'm 55. Listen, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror and say, I can't believe I'm 55. I can't, and maybe that's why young cats, you know, sometimes they want to listen, sometimes they don't. Oh, reality. She said it's not. See these glasses and these lights behind me? Sometimes I can't see the words. She says, I reshape your reality. Sorry. Lo siento, señorita. If y'all need y'all reality reshaped, make sure y'all go and check my sister out. Reshape your reality. She's going to reshape it. We got to support each other, right? Right? Reshape reality. That tongue twister. Cherry P say he fine for 55. Thank you, Cherry. I'm a very modest person. Pam, you looking sharp on that photo now. April say yes. Thank you. You guys gonna make me blush. See the red coming out of my cheeks? So that means when I start this tour up, y'all gonna hit the road. Y'all coming out to the show. When I come to your city, you guys are gonna, when I post ticket sales, you guys are gonna go to Eventbrite and download those tickets. Hit the heart, y'all. Let's boost the algorithm up again. You're welcome, Pam. You're very welcome. So does that mean that you guys, when the tickets go up for sale on Eventbrite for the Stone Paxton Conversation Concerts Tour, that you guys are going to purchase your tickets? That's all I need to know. That's all I want to know. Now, I want you to check out all these. CC Funk said, it don't matter. It shouldn't matter how old you are. Can you make music? You hear what my brother just said? CC Funk once said, it don't matter how old Stone is. Can you make music? He said, I'm 61. Let him know about it, CC Funk one. He letting y'all know. That's my brother right there. I want you guys to go check out content creators. I want you to look at some of the ones that you follow that you might know. And I want you to look at the ones you don't know. I want you to Google content creators beef on YouTube. I think so. I think so, Cherry. He's supposed to. So I have to see. Yeah, Cherry, I have to see. Yep, I have to see if he's still going. I want you to look up content creators beef. And I just want you to check out some of the stupid stuff that people have started beefs over. I want you to check out. I just want to show you, especially with black content creators. I want you to look at how many content creators have been unlived on Facebook, unlived on YouTube, and you'll see that this is a problem. So when you see me talking about it, you see it's not just me running my mouth. I am trying to intercede in possible future situations by having conversations about it, by making content creators aware so they can be responsible for some of the stuff that they say and do to each other. Auntie Mickey said, this content creators beef has gotten out of hand. You already know my story. Yes, I do. Auntie Mickey, I know your story. Yes, I do. I've been following it. And it's crazy. And you've seen my story. We've seen each other's stories. It's crazy right now. It makes no sense. See, Tracy said, hopefully folks will learn from your radiant appearance. Kindness is good for our health. You exude peacefulness. See, Tracy, I really am. In real life, I'm a peaceful person. No joke. I just stopped being that person that lets people step on his feet and walk over him. I stopped being that guy a long time ago. Pam says, Stone, it's because the devil is busy. Yes, he is. He's working overtime. He's working 4 shifts right now. The devil is working overtime, y'all. Yeah. And he's tired because he's working that 12-hour shift with no break. Eventually, this stuff is going to have to come to an end, you guys. Or it's just, there's no point in doing it. There's no point of me arguing with you if there's no solution. If we have a solution, then it's okay. But if we are arguing with no solution, it's pointless. Does that make sense to anybody on here? If we're arguing with no solution, then there's no point to the argument. Because it has to have an ending solution. Listen, I've cut family members off in my life for back and forth shit. I've literally cut family members off that I don't even talk to because of drama. Queen Sparkle, what's up? Yeah, I've cut actual family members off. Reshape Your Reality says this stuff has happened on Facebook, Clubhouse, and YouTube. You see what Reshape Your Reality said? It's the truth. CC Funk said, yes, the devil is in the way. You'll never see, as Curtis Mayfield says, yes, and you'll never see it. Queen Sparkle said, confirmation, somebody else just said this, even ones that play as light. Yes. Absolutely, Queen Sparkle. Auntie Mika said YouTube is a huge part of the problem. Stone, they don't uphold their community guidelines. Yeah, YouTube's got to tighten up. But it still doesn't mean that we got to go back and forth with people. Let's say this again, you guys. Somebody doxed me, a content creator. He called me. He had people calling my number. He gave my number out. People was calling on live. He thought by posting my name, that's supposed to do something. Everybody in the music industry knows who I am. I have nothing. The thing about me is I have nothing to hide. You want to know about me, all you got to do is Google my name and read it. Queen Sparkle said, I'm getting back to the Angie Stone. Definitely need you to come speak. Saga. Yes, absolutely, Queen Sparkle. Reshape. Pam said, YouTube is the devil playground. Yes, it is. That, Miss Pam, that's why I don't get on here and play with folks. I don't play with folks. I was doxxed over the Angie Stone stuff. They said, listen, I want y'all to understand. This how they had me over Angie Stone. They had me, see, Miss Pam, ain't it bullshit? They had me unlifing Angie. They said I unlifed her. That Clive Davis hired me as a, what did they say? Clive Davis hired me as a hit person. This is for real. This is a real story. Auntie Mickey says, that's what's happening to me now, Stone, and YouTube won't do anything to despite. People been calling you Auntie Mickey? Trill City, what's up, family? Thank you for stopping in. Listen, they said Clive Davis hired me. I was a hit man for Clive Davis. I went after, I unlifed Tupac, DMX, and Angie Stone. This is no joke. This is what they were saying, y'all. This is what they said about me. You can't make this shit up. This YouTube shit you can't make up. Hey, Trill City, That's what they said. Now, can you imagine the phone calls I got from my peers in the music industry after they saw that stupid video? Marilee Mall said, they said you was everything but a child. Oh, they called me all kinds of names, Marilee. You remember that period of time? They called me, they talked about the curl, my hair. Oh, they called me everything. Jaguar Wright talked about me. She got Gene Dill to come on the channel and talk about me, but Brother Gene was cool. He didn't really say too much. He said a few words, but he was cool. Brother Gene figured it out by the end that it was all bullshit. CC Funk said, that's why I closed out with thanks and respect, Stone. You already on the music. I appreciate you, CC Funk. Trill City said, how long you been a drill producer? Me? I don't drill produce. I know, huh? Trill City, I see the joke in that, right? Right, Trill. Because the drama I'm dealing with, you would think that I was a drill producer. I mean, I can produce drill, but I'm not a drill producer. But I see what Trill City said. I was having that kind of drama. Auntie Mickey said, they call, I got to the point where I don't answer my phone unless they're in my contacts. The Reshape Your Reality said, I had experience with Jaguar Wright. Really? Pam, you did? Wow. April said, Paperwork was talking badly about you too. Yeah. Well, yeah, we know how much he did. That's who said they were going to unlife me. April, that's who said they were going to unlife me. It's funny you mentioned his name because that's who said they were going to unlife me. Christopher Lamont, YouTube, Mayor Browser talks to reporters after feds say they're taking over these. I know. Christopher, thank you for are you trying to get people to come to your, I don't know what you're doing, but I like you, Brother Christopher, but please don't come to my YouTube posting other stuff. If you want to send it to my inbox, I'm fine with it, but do me a favor, please don't do that, sir. Auntie Mickey said, Gene saw the play, Stone. That's why he got off the lot. Yeah, Gene, I'll tell you something. I don't care what people say about Sir Gene. I'm going to give him his respect. The stuff he's talking about, he's earned the right to talk about all the stuff he was involved with. He was there. When he figured out what they were trying to do with me, I think Gene was like, plus Gene and I know the same people. Brother Christopher, what's happening? I got you. Share it to my inbox, though, Brother Chris. Gene figured it out, and he got off that live. Because Gene knows good people, man. Gene knows how to read the bullshit. He knows, even though he's friends with old boy over there at the channel, he knows how to read bullshit. He's not stupid. He knows. He knows. He's smart. He's smart. He's not a dumb guy. He's smart. He know how to read through the shit. So he was cool. He left it alone after that. Gene never said nothing else bad about me. Like I said, Gene and I know the same people. And Gene's a good guy. I'm calling it what it is. He wasn't on that channel. He was just going with whatever narrative. They ran the narrative. He bounced his thoughts off of it. I ain't mad at him for that. But then he caught what was happening, and he backed up off of it. I think a lot of channels, they know that they can't run their channel productively, so they choose to be drama. It's just my thought. Prove me otherwise for the channels that decide to just have nothing but drama channels. If that's what your swag is, and that's the kind of drama you're going to continue to deal with. I just think some people just are not smart enough to come up with good content. So they decide to bash people or create beefs with people that wasn't there. Then when that Angie Stone sector thing kicked off, one person talked about me, then all these other people started being tricky, mentioning my name. For the algorithm's sake, not for anything else. Reshape Your Reality says, Stone, the mess gets, I know, but I don't, it only, think about this, Miss Pam, it only gets more views because that's how they built their channel. When you have people that follow you for the truth. Auntie Mickey said, you're right, drama is their content. CC Funk said, I had Jaguar CD, I threw it out. To me, it wasn't good. Wow, damn. CC Funk 1, you threw it out for real? When you build your channel on drama, you got followers that are drama. It is what it is. It's like friendships. If you got friends that are not quality, then you're going to have a life that's not a quality life of friends. If you have quality friends, you're going to have a more peaceful life. It's in anything. It also applies to this online bullcrap. Beauty Dog Squizzy say, yes, the CD is the truth. Like this P, all the haters watch out for the snakes. Beauty, do Lil Squizzy, thank you. She said, yes, the CD is the truth. Which CD, Beauty? Which CD? Beauty said, trash, trash, trash. Everybody was down and her favorite thing till she showed her true colors. Oh, Beauty said, oh, you're saying her CD is trash too, Beauty? Lyrical said, Big Gene Big Gene is cool, man. All my people, hi, Beauty. All my people that know Gene always have nothing but good things to say about Gene. All my OGs in the music industry. Auntie Mickey said, unfortunately, the subscribers are the key. They view the drama as entertainment. Once you stop, they move on. This is why I'm telling people, don't start your channel with drama. Listen, don't start your channel with drama. If you want a legitimate channel, then do it right. Beauty Doll Exquisite said, Gene and Stone the truth. Listen, one day Gene and I will meet, and I'm going to give that brother a big hug. I don't give hugs, but I'm going to give him a hug because Gene's a good brother, and it lends a hug. And then once he meets me and he talks to me, I'm sure Gene already knows by looking at my disposition, Stone is a good brother. Beauty Exquisite, Doll Exquisite, thank you for following my channel. I appreciate you. Are you a subscriber? Now, Rain Bot for you. If you're a bot, you're definitely blocked from this channel. Block that Rain Bot for you guys. Because I don't know if that's a bot channel or what. I don't know if that's a bot channel. Well, let's just block that. Okay, thank you for becoming a subscriber. I appreciate you. Listen, I am not on here for drama. I am only here to speak my truth, share with people the truth that's going on in the world, and also at the end of all that, to let you know if I'm whatever I'm writing, the music, I am touching people through my music by creating great content with lyrical content that can change people's thoughts of being negative. Cherry P13 says, Stone, I watched the show you did yesterday, and you told somebody off so bad my face was hurt. Laughing my ass off, shaking my head. Leave Stone alone. It was funny, though. You went all toes in. Yeah. Cherry, think about it. People come here. Hey, Beauty Doll said the stoners are not to be met. Exactly. The stoners are not to be messed with. Trust me, I got special little trinkets for my stoners that are coming. I have these necklaces with this beautiful stone that I'm going to be giving out to all my members. It's something that's coming that I'm just waiting for them to come in. But it's a necklace. My moderators will start talking about it. It's a necklace with a stone on it, and it says stoners. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. You'll see them when they come. But it's for all my members. It's for all the people that follow me. There's enough negative to choose from. This is what I feel like. If you're watching a content creator and you feel like you can't invite that content creator to your home, then that's not a content creator you should be following. Here's the real test. You want to know? If you watch a content creator and you're trying to follow content creators, I don't care if you're young or old, if you would not invite that person online to your house for dinner, you shouldn't be following them. I'm just telling you some real shit. Lyrical Child said Jaguar took away from herself and her music when she chose to focus on Diddy and exactly all she had to do is focus on. Listen, I know a lot of people don't like her music, but I'm going to give her respect. She earned her right to be in the music industry. She took away her right to stay in it by doing shit that has nothing to do with the music industry. Cherry P13 said, we're not stoned on drugs, but we go all toes in. Yes. No, we stoned on that music and we stoned on that spirituality. Yeah. And we stone people that come with that drama. We stone them trolls. You remember the Bible talked about stoning. When people did foul stuff, what would they do? They would stone them till they unlifed them. They would stone them. So the trolls come up in here, we stone them, you guys. We're going to stone the trollers. Every time they come in there, we're going to stone the trollers. Listen, let me show you something. my content creator, my moderators, I'm sorry, was with another channel. One of my moderators, right? Soon as my moderator's awesome. CC is probably, to me, I haven't had a chance to have any other moderators. Her and Cambodian Mystique, to me, are the best moderators that I think they're the best on YouTube. That's my opinion. But you know, CC must have been watching me for a while. So when she came to my channel, I didn't force her to come to my channel. She had been watching me, and she just knew a real person when she could feel the energy exuding through the computer. The same thing with Cambodian Mystique. CC respected me. As my channel grows, my moderators go with me in every way. And no matter what happens to my channel, my moderators go with me as I go. As my channel continue to be successful, my moderators will be right there successful with me. Everything I do, they will be with me. April said, Jag has talents and can sing, but she's too dramatic feel for me. I couldn't be friends with someone like that. I would be focusing on my music right now. I would be focused on putting albums out right now. I wouldn't care about YouTube and being negative. I would be positive on there, and I'd be telling people, listen, I got a new single out, y'all. Come on, let's go. Because she can still get booked. People still listen to the music. Radio stations still playing it across the country, across the world. So she can still work. She still has the ability to be able to get her game back on point with the music. There is a short window right now, though. Auntie Mickey said, I'm not a mod, but I'm down with you, too. I don't do fake. Auntie Mickey, you with us, period. Listen, when I do go on the road, if you don't see both of my moderators, you will see one of them with me. Most of the people that around me travel when I travel. Understand that. I love good people. I love good people. I have nothing but women around me that travel with me. No joke. They take care of the hotels, the flights. They make sure everything is good, and they're my eyeballs. I don't keep a whole bunch of guys around me. I'm not one of them dudes that like a whole bunch of dudes around them. That's not me. And my mother taught me that. This is what my mom taught me. She said, you're a man. You don't need to be around a whole bunch of men. This is what my mother told me. She said, son, you're a man. You don't need to be around a whole bunch of men. You already know you're a man. April said, I like her music, but I don't like what she represents. I know. And it's so sad because she's got some good music. There's a lot of people don't like her, but she's messing up her opportunity for her legacy for the future. Now, don't get it twisted. I got my homies now. I got my circle of friends. I just don't hang out with men like that. I never have. Everybody that know me will tell you I don't. Polo Sport say, shit, I don't like people in general. Shit. Hey, Polo Sport, I feel you, fam. I feel you. I really, in reality, don't deal with a lot of people. If I turn my camera around, ain't nobody here but me. But I have my times. When it's time for me to go, I got my crew. Respect to you too, Brother Polo. Thank you, brother. I don't know if you subscribe to my channel. But if you're not, hopefully you'll subscribe, family. Lyrical Child say, they stoned Jezebel for taking Samson. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah. She on the biblical. She's spitting. I mean, Javon is spitting too. Auntie Mickey said, my husband is the same way, Stone. He don't deal with men that, yeah. I mean, because the thing is, we're men. We're born as men. I will adjourn with my brothers when we need to talk about things in our community and young men and what we need to do with young men and get them on the right page and how to get them right. I will adjourn with my brothers when we're talking about politics. You feel what I'm saying? When we're talking about politics, you feel what I'm saying? When we have to get together and talk about politics. When we have to talk about our community and what men need to do to provide for their families. Polo said to you guys, I think he's saying to the women, what's up, queens? That's who you're talking to the women, right, Polo? Correct me if I'm wrong. I hope you're talking to the women. Chef Banner say, great records. But thank you. Thank you, Chef Banner. Oh, he said he's not talking to no one person. Somebody named Queen he was saying hello to. What's up, Queen? Queen Polo Sport was saying what's up to Queen. Listen, it's enough. It's enough going on in the world now. I got my buddies that called me and said, Stone, come to the cigar bar, hang out. You know, certain cigars I don't like, but I love the smell of cigars. Oh, she gave you a shout out. Oh, okay. It might have been CC Polo. Oh, yeah, CC. Oh, Polo talking to Queen. Okay. Oh, I see Queen. There we go. Auntie Mickey say you and Barry are not. You and Barry are a lot alike, especially about the clothes. Yeah. Uncle Barry in the house. What's up, Uncle Barry? I know you over there watching. Thanks for my jacket. I'm gonna wear it on that show that I do. It might become a mainstay with some of the shows I do. I'm gonna rock that white jacket. Lyrical said, right, who wants a bunch of hard legs around? I don't have men because drama, I don't have men around because drama like women. Yeah. Man, can I tell y'all something, man? To my gentlemen up in here. Another reason I don't keep men around me, I've had my male friends try to mac down on the ladies I was with over and over again. Uncle Barry. I've had through the years, it's been an ongoing thing. For some reason, men like trying to talk to the women that are around me. And you know, Prince didn't like nobody talking to his women, y'all. Y'all know Prince didn't like nobody talking. And Polo Sports said that's adultery and disgusting. Polo, exactly. Now, I don't want to put no situations on blast, but let's just say a person is supposed to have been a friend of mine after I went through my divorce. I found out this dude actually dated my ex-wife, man. Can you believe that shit? I found out this person dated my ex. And if he's watching, use a dirty Negro. That right there, when I found, he don't even know I know. Today, he probably found out just now. I found out that listen, I don't care. If you my friend and you and your wife or girlfriend, I would never mess with your wife or girlfriend. Some things are just off limits. Polo Sports said that's a snake. Absolutely. Hey, Polo, you want to know the crazy part about it is? When I ran into him after years, guess what he said to me? He said, I invited him to a hangout with a whole bunch of ladies because I was with a whole bunch of ladies. I said, I don't want to be the only guy. So I said, bro, come hang out. No, I supposed to have saw Morris the other night, but I didn't go to the show. I supposed to have went and hung out with them, and I didn't. So I ran into him. I invited him to come to a party. Felicia Matthews, hey, I'm here, Stone Silent, listening to you, subscriber, but definitely rock with your music and channel. Felicia, you know I appreciate you always. CC Funk said, one time I was at a lounge at 7 Mile, no woman was hanging out, so I left. Only what? The barmaid was there. CC be cracked, because CC said some interesting stuff. So I invited him to come hang out, because there was a whole bunch of ladies. I said, look, my lady friends are coming in town. They bringing their girlfriends. Can you come meet me at this club? I don't want to be the only guy. I invited him. He brought a girl with him. So as the girls were on the floor dancing, he said something, the strangest thing to me. He said, hey, man. I said, what's up? He said, man, I just want to tell you, man, that, I would never mess with your ex-wife. And I said, I kind of looked at him like, what? I said, bro, what are you talking about? He said, no, I'm just letting you know. I said, okay. I said, well, why are we talking? I said, okay, well, thank you. I said, but damn, why did you even bring that up? I'm not even thinking about her. Oh, I just want to let you know. Right then is when I knew he had messed with her. So then the next day, here's the weird part about the whole thing was crazy, because I had not spoken to her for about 2 years. And out of the blue, her and I spoke because she wanted me to produce her. She wanted to go in the studio and work on music. I was scared to even connect with her because I didn't want no emotional ties no more. And I didn't want to feel no kind of feelings So weird part about him was 2 days before I had spoken to her out of the blue, right? And I remember this because Michael Jackson passed away, and Joe Jackson called me and wanted me to go with him and Majestic to L.A. because he didn't tell me that Michael had passed. He was like, something happened to Michael. I want you to ride with me and Majestic. And I said, okay. So I told my ex-wife that I couldn't connect with her. So that was 2 days before I saw him. Then I ran into him and I invited him out, right? So when he said that to me was weird. So right after he said that to me, I got quiet. Then he says another thing to me. He says, hey, man, hey, have you spoken to her? I say, to who? He said, your ex-wife. I said, damn, that's weird that you would ask me because I just spoke to her the other day. He said, oh, man, be careful, man. She's trying to use you, man. She's trying to use you to get back in music. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, bro, wait. I said, that's still my ex-wife, bro. That's still my ex-wife, bro. Like you talking like she's trying to use me. She can't use me. So I'm just telling you, be careful because she's this, she's that. He started being completely negative about her. And I said, bro, whoa, man, let's just change the subject, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. Then he shared some crazy stuff to me. So y'all want to know how I found out that he slept with her? Y'all ready? Yeah, Polo Sport. He was guilty. I found out that he slept with her because I called her the next day and I said, hey, when was the last time you talked to such and such? She said, I'm going to be honest with you because I said, well, yeah, you can be honest. We're not together, but you weren't always honest, but you can be honest now. Go ahead. We're not even together. There's no reason to lie. She said, why you ask? And then once I told her, because I don't think she would have told me, once I told her what he said about her, and she said, he's just jealous. I say, and mad and upset. I say, for what though? Why would he be mad and upset? She said, because he wanted to date me. I said, whoa. He wanted to date you, or did he date you? She said she got quiet. She said, well, we dated for a little bit, but it was kind of weird. I said, oh my freaking goodness. I said, you freaking dated him? I said, damn, I see why God didn't want me. I said, you know what, man? I see why we never got back together and why it was meant for me not to get back to. I said, you dated my friend. She said, I know, but it just felt weird. And I told him I couldn't do this. I said, but you dated him though. So then it made me think back. Was there something going on while I was still married to her with him and her? Were they talking behind my back? So I wanted to know, how did you and him even run into each other? Did you exchange numbers while I was still married to you? How did y'all run into each other? How did that connection happen? How did you and him meet each other outside of our marriage? She couldn't really get into telling me. Auntie Mickey say she foul. Listen, Polo Sports said it for what it is. It's treason. Now, shall we go deeper? 3 days before my ex-wife did what she did, made the commitment that changed my life and her life with our marriage, I had a dream. And in that dream, I saw her. I think I said this in one of my videos before. I saw her on one side of a gate. It's like the metaphor for the grass being greener on the other side. I literally saw her on one side of a gate, and I was on another side of the gate, and I was holding the gate, and I was crying, trying to get to her. But then there was a guy standing behind her, and I woke up in a cold sweat. Now, when I used to wake up, I would write my dreams down, and I would tell her. But that particular night, I wouldn't tell her. And she said, well, what's your dream? She woke up and said, what's wrong? I said, I had this crazy dream. She said, what is it? I didn't tell her the dream. Yeah, we ain't got time for the troll. Brother Nate Dunlop said something deep. Brother, rejection is God protection. Let me tell y'all something. So many blessings happened when I walked away from my ex-wife when I divorced her. Y'all don't understand all the blessings that God sent to me. Y'all have no idea. She doesn't even know. Well, I'm sure she sees it. I didn't realize it at that time. I thought my world was over with. I thought it was all over with. Polo said, all praises to God in the name of Christ, amen. Exactly. I thought it was over with. Listen, here's the truth. Y'all want to know the truth? I'm going to show you why we have to be careful with relationships. If you're in a good relationship and you love that person, respect that person. If you got a good man or woman, love them and respect them. See them for who they are. If they're not trying to argue and fight with you, respect them for that. If they're doing everything they can to make you happy, respect them for that. If they're going out of their way to show you the love and doing more for you than they are themselves, respect them for that. Every morning I woke up, it was about trying to figure out how to make that woman happy. And I say this because I can speak about it now without crying. There used to be a time I couldn't even talk about this situation without breaking down crying. I've made it through that period. So I've had to say to friends of mine, I've had women call me, tell me they're going to leave their husbands. And I said, no, don't even tell me that shit. Don't leave your husband. There's nothing better out there. Trust me. I could have been a dirty guy and player hated on their husband, say, ooh, yeah, you gonna leave him? Yeah, girl. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I could have been one of them guys trying to get in their pants, but that's not who I am. I gave real sound advice. I said, don't do that, because there's nothing better out there. But you're gonna find out when you make that mistake. That's the mistake my ex-wife made. And I know that she has to revisit that over and over again. I wasn't just her husband. I was her producer, her writer, arranger, her promoter. We had more than just a relationship. We also had a business relationship. She forfeited all of that for the sake of an emotion, for the sake of a feeling that God had already given her and her husband. But she didn't see. But now as an older woman, I'm pretty sure if I sat down with her and had a conversation, she would at least say, if I could do it again, I wouldn't have done it. Because none of us are perfect. That's why I never beat up on her, right? I never beat up on her with the saying over and over again about what you did to me. You did this to me. I didn't beat up on her with the analogy of what she did to me. I left it alone. I didn't even tell her parents what happened. To this day, her parents don't know the real truth. I left it alone. I didn't psychologically just pin that on her over and over again, just pinning it. When I left, I left. I walked away. Ukraine's in the house. Krava, welcome, family. You know what? And blessings to the Ukraine. We're sending our love to you guys. We're sending our respect to you guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. But listen, we're sending you guys our blessings. Blessings from us to the Ukraine. We're sending you guys the ultimate blessings and prayers for everything for the Ukraine and your families and your friends, okay? We are. Please let your family know that Stone Paxton and all of his followers, we're sending love to you guys, okay? Steph and I say, you are great. You're a great person. Thank you. So I walked away. Listen, at that time, I'm not even going to lie to you. I just got to keep it real. Since we on there keeping it real, let me just be honest with you. Y'all going to be mad at me when I say this. Julian Spritz would say, you look like the super, what? What that troll? Is that another troll? Bro, get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Julian, don't come up in here with that troll shit. We don't play that shit over here. You're going to get stoned up in this motherfucker. Auntie Mickey says she knows Stone. She will always know it, and it will haunt her for the rest of her life. Now, here it is, you guys. When that happened, I had plans to unlife her. Now, I know y'all ain't going to like what I'm about to say, but I got to say it because I got to be honest with you guys. I had plans at that time. I'm not talking about now. At that time when I was a young guy, I had plans to unlife that woman, myself, and that guy. She took that guy to our gym. The only thing that stopped it from happening was my boy Jazz from Drew Hill was staying with me at that time. And he was going with me to the gym, and he saw her with the dude, too. She was bringing the dude to the same gym we worked out in. Do you know how embarrassing that was? So I remember the day I came and I saw the car. And I went in, and I went upstairs. I wasn't sure she was there. And I saw her on the elliptical, and I just, a big, like an orchestra hit, like, bang, hit my chest. I went downstairs to work out. I saw the dude. I saw the dude sitting, and I picked up a 25-pound weight. And the thoughts that ran through my mind, you guys, the thoughts that ran, that was 2004. I just lost my mom in April. I lost my mother April of that same year. I held that 25-pound weight in my hand. Yeah, Jazz, my close friend. Jazz was staying with me for about 6 months, right? We were in the studio working. I set that weight down. I went into the racquetball room where Jazz was. And I told Jazz, I said, man, my ex-wife is here and dude is here. He said, what? They were still playing racquetball. He said, I'm going to be out there. I said, I'm going back out. He said, man, don't do nothing stupid. I go sit back in that weight room with that 25-pound weight, lean forward like this, looking in the mirror. He was on that side. I'm just looking at him. He not once looked over and said, why that dude looking at me? I was like this, y'all, with the weight in my hand, with a frown on my face like this. And I don't frown a lot. I think she must have saw me when I went upstairs because 20 minutes later, Steph and I said, oh, wow, so sorry. Thank God you changed your mind. Somebody on here may need to hear that. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm sharing this story. 20 minutes later, as I'm sitting there, and I had already told myself, I'm going to get up. I'm going to wait for him. If he come close, I'm going to bust it out. Like, wow, I'm just going to, that's it. And I'm not going to stop until that person ain't moving. But as I was thinking it, closer to getting close to let that person come over and get a weight, she comes down. I see her in the mirror. And she comes down, and she's trying to look straight and not look my way. She's like this, like a robot. And she goes over to him, and she whispers something in his ear, and they both stand up stiff, and they walk up out of that place together. I think she told him, that's my ex-husband right over there. And they walk out. But do you know what my real plans were? To take a pow-pow, go to the gym with a pow-pow, and end it all right there in that gym. Cherry P said, a lot of people feel that emotion when cheated on. I'm glad you controlled your emotions. Woo. That was rough. I'm sure. No, it was a tough 2 years for me after that. Polo said, all praise to God in the name of Christ from keeping you from that. Listen, a friend of mine called me with a scripture. I still have it in my diary because I keep a diary of my life. She gave me a scripture. Now, the only person who used to give me a scripture was my mom. My ex-wife was still coming to the house, getting clothes, and she would go back and be with the dude. I'm sure if you see this, I forgive you. If you're watching this, I'm not mad at you anymore. I forgive you. I really do. She came to the house, and my friend had given me the scripture. Do you guys know I printed up 200 of these scriptures, and I put them from the garage, stapled them on the wall, going all the way up the steps, all the way around the wall into the bedroom, to the shower, to the bathroom. No, it's okay, CC Funk. Tell your brother I said what's up. I stapled that scripture. I printed it out and stapled it all through my house because it made me think about my mother. When she came home to get clothes, because she would come home, sleep, shower, sleep, and get clothes, and then leave and go be with that guy again. That day was a day that I finally made my mind up that I'm done indefinitely. That's it for me. She looked at those scriptures and said, what's wrong with you? What is that? What is that on the wall? I said, it's a scripture. And she walked up the steps as she was looking at the scriptures all on the wall stapled. She got in the shower. She laid down at the end of the bed. I sat at the end of the bed and cried to this woman, holding her feet and asking her why. Real story. I cried. I held her feet and I asked her why, and I cried. And she told me, I asked her, do you love this person? She said, I'm confused. I said, we just made our anniversary a month ago. I asked her again, do you love this person? Then she finally told me she loved this person, but she still says she's confused. I said, wow, you love this guy. These were the things that helped me get through this. Then I said one other thing to her. I said, wow, how could you do this? We just buried my mom. She said, she's dead, get over it. Now, I know she has to remember this. I know it probably rings in her mind. I said, my mom loved you. She says again, she's dead, get over it. I will never forget that. That is how I was able to get over her. I held her feet and I cried a little bit longer, asking her why and begging her, please. I got in my car. I drove to this store here in Las Vegas, Charleston, and Valley View. Anybody that lives here will know what I'm saying. It's a legal store. And I walked in that door and I fell to my knees. Oh, yeah. I fell to my knees, crying. And the lady picked me up. And she said, what's wrong? And I was crying, telling her the story. And she was confused, but not confused, because this was a place for divorce papers. But I guess she had never seen a guy come in there and just fall down on his knees. She picked me up. And she said, well, what do you want to do? I said, I want the pain to stop. I want the pain to stop, I say to her. She grabs a piece of paper. She says, well, what's going on? And I tell her. She says, well, fill this paper out and we can help. I don't know about the pain stopping right now, but we can help with the process of getting your divorce. She said, fill this out and take it to her and have her sign it. It'll be the quickest way. And if she doesn't sign it, we have to have her served. I took it home. I woke her up. And you know what she said to me? She told me the craziest shit in the world. I woke her up. I said, please sign it. She said, what is that? I say, it's the divorce papers. Now, how many people would go right then and get divorce papers? But the pain was unbearable. I said, wake up and sign this. She said to me, you're fucking making it worse. That's what she said to me, you guys. I said, I'm making it worse? Wow. I'm making it worse. I said, just sign the paperwork and you can do whatever you want. You can be with this guy. I just want the pain to be over with now. She made it worse, absolutely. See? Polo said, Christ said, give her a bill of divorce in the case of fornication. Absolutely. She told me I made it worse. I said, sign it. She didn't want to sign it, so of course I had to have her served. But I sit and I think about all the energy. Thus the reason now it's hard for me to put all my energy into a woman, because that took so much out of me. It just, you guys, and I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. I'm good to everybody around me. Don't get it twisted. I'm good to every person that comes around me. I am not rude or disrespectful to no one. Every woman that comes around me, whether she dated me or not, I am good to them. I've done stuff for people that I've never dated. And I've done things for women that I've dated. But most importantly, I am good to all the ladies that have ever been around me or in my life. True story. And Cherry P. Stone said, get up, bitch. And so I did. I said, wake up. Sign the paper. She didn't want to sign it. She didn't sign it. So I had to have her served. But I knew. I said a few things to her. I said, are you ready for things to be different in our lives? Are you ready for the change? You know, our life is about to change for good. I said, please, are you sure this is what you want? She said, well, you got the paperwork. I said, you gave me no choice. But I said, are you sure that you want to be with this man? I gave her one more chance. I said, call him and tell him it's over with. Right now, right in front of me. And you don't have to sign this. I won't do the divorce. Call him right now. She didn't want to call him. She really loved that guy, or at least she thought she did. That guy played around with her head for 2 years. I was finally able to actually talk to the guy. So he tells me he didn't know she was married. I didn't believe it. He was in his 40s at that time. I was younger. She was younger. He said he didn't know she was married. He said, oh, I saw my dad do my mom this way. I don't want to be, I don't want to be parts of breaking somebody's marriage up. I said, are you willing to meet with me and talk to me so we can sit down and talk like men? Now, mind you, I think I was in my 30s at that time, and this guy was like 48. Cora, what's up, Cora? Yes. That's what she said to me, Cora. I talked to the guy. His name was Eric. And he was a fireman. So if I'd have known what I knew now, I could have got him fired. I didn't know they don't supposed to mess with married women. I had no idea. All the stuff I found out later, he could have got fired, all that. So I talked to him. He was cool on the phone. He was going to meet with me. Then the next day, when I called him to meet, he tells me, "Oh, she don't want me to meet with you." I said, "Bro, you a grown man. Like, you already agreed to meet." "Yeah, but she don't want me to. She don't want me." I said, "Well, you know what? Y'all can have each other." And that day is when I told her to get all your shit. And I started grabbing her clothes until I stacked them all and threw them in the convertible car. And I did this to her. And she was on the phone outside when I'm like, "Yeah, he put all my clothes in the car. Where am I going to go?" I said, "Go to him. That's who you've been with every day. Go be with him. Let him take care of you. Go let him take care of you." That's what you wanted. Now y'all don't have to sneak no more. That's what you wanted. Go enjoy. Go enjoy. Y'all don't understand how that made me stronger, number one. Number two, but at the same time, made me so distrustful of women. And I'm just being honest. I'm just on here being honest. It made me distrustful of women. It really did. I'm still trying to get back right now to this day to where I fully trust women. And it's been hard. Yeah. I have a beautiful lady in my life right now, but it's been hard. I'm not even going to bullshit you. It's been hard. When I hear something that sounds familiar, when I see something that sounds familiar to the shit I've been through, I go back in time. Auntie Mickey said if he was a real man, it wouldn't matter if he wanted y'all. Exactly. Leanne saying, what goes around comes around, and trust issues will be there for a long time. John Cash said, you can certainly sleep like a baby after giving her all those chances. John Cash, I did. I gave her all the chances she's ever going to get. But let me tell you something was even crazier. I gave her one more chance, Brother John. I say to her, you guys, Polo Sports said, that's quite a journey, Brother Polo. Man, I'll tell you, man. T-Rex said, I feel you on that shit. I said one more thing to her, always singing. Listen, troll, get the fuck up out my channel. I ain't got time for that shit, especially not right now. I said, what about all the work I put in breaking your career? I said, at least can we still focus on your music? This is what I said to her. I'm willing to still focus on your career because I've worked too hard to build your career. She says this, I'm done with music. I don't want to do it anymore. I said, come on, man. And she kept saying it. I said, you know what? It's okay. You're the one that have to answer to your fans, not me. If you want to walk away from that, and I'm willing to still at least, because I got a lot invested in you, a lot of time, a lot of money, production, writing, tour, setting up tours. She walked away from it. This is before there were any Asian artists doing R&B. I want y'all to understand that. Now it's common. You see it. There was no Asian artist. There was only her and two Asian guys group and girls group. They were the only ones. Do you know how huge she would have been in her community right now? I was booking 200 shows a year. So I was willing to put aside the pain that I was feeling for my business sake because I invested so much money and time, and I didn't want to lose everything I'd invested. But she didn't want to do that either. She was in love, y'all. She was in love, y'all. And let me tell you something. If you heard this woman's album, I took it down. But I'll put it up. When I put it up, I'm going to let y'all know so y'all can go check it out. The album is incredible. I had features from 702, features from Silky Fine. The album was incredible that I wrote and produced. I wrote and produced the whole album. It was incredible. She forfeited an opportunity God gave her. I didn't give it to her. God just happened to put me in her life. God gave her an opportunity, and she also forfeited on him as well, not just me. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Listen, I love you guys, man. I know I run my mouth and talk a lot, but that's my time today, man. I respect you guys. I appreciate all that have spent their time to hear me run my mouth. I know I'm random with sometimes some conversations, but that's the beauty of it, right? Make sure you like, subscribe, and those that are subscribers, if you want to get these records, subscribers, my subscribers, you get this record shipped to you, but my members get it for free. Now, if you want to buy it as a subscriber, you can buy it. But if you're a member, you get it for free. You just pay for shipping and handling. If you're interested, email me. Say that you're either a member or a subscriber. I can check now. Don't come in there, capping. And I can get this CD to you, these albums, okay? Members get it for free. You just pay for shipping. Subscribers, you got to pay for shipping and the CD. Email me. My moderators will put the email address in the bottom. Hit me up. Peace and love. Catch y'all tomorrow, man. It's all love. It's always love here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.